That's right. It's that time. It is time for the most must-see YouTube stream on the YouTube website. My name is Jason. Welcome to another Talking with the GeoDudez Army, guys. My name is Jason once again. Thank you for coming along and all these live streams. Like I said, we're trying to keep this on a repetition base, and I think it's starting to work. I call this now the most must-see stream on YouTube because this right here, this quality, look at this. Not grainy. I invested in new technology. I took upon the MMA holes links for the camera that he uses, and this quality as compared to the laptop screen, way beyond my expectations. But so yeah, guys, welcome once again to a live stream. If you haven't first time coming on, I'm going to be hosting these every Monday. So thank you once again for coming and watching the stream. First off, I just want to start by saying thank you to Chris, the MMA Holes, for coming on last week. I had him on Tuesday, even though I still had the live stream on Monday. I had him on Tuesday because of our schedules and stuff, but I want to get him on because he's a great personality, great entertainer, and I thought it'd be great to have him on the show. So once again, thanks, Chris, MMA Holes. If you guys haven't seen that video, make sure you go check out my channel so you can see the link of the interview. We had a blast. It was a lot of fun. He does 3 shows a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and on the weekends if there's a fight night. So go and check those out. Go subscribe to him if you haven't already, because he is quite the entertainer. He's got quite the setup. That's my goal. That's the big picture here, is to have the MMA Holes set up down the road. But we'll start with there. So let's just say what's up to everybody in the chat. Tyler Pulley Vlogs is here. What's up, Tyler? I'm missing my mouse. My girlfriend's using my mouse, so I can't click. And this is really I hate laptop pads. I can't. It drives me nuts. Retro Time is here. What's up, Retro? Tyler Pulley Vlogs, what's up? Tyler is sick with the flu. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I think I had a variation of the flu. Is that, or it was me and my girlfriend had like a viral infection? Either way, it sucked. So. Joey with the numbers, not as must-see as Mattman streams. Well, we're gonna change that and change your opinion on that, Joey. Vinyl Joe says, "Nice cam, Jason, looking good." Well, thank you. I try to look good. I'm working out here and there. Sega Camp, what is up? Sega Camp Gamer is here. N4 is here as well. Good quality. Thank you. Like I said, guys, this is a new camera. If you guys know this, it's called LG C920, I think, or something like that. Is this the box? Yeah, it looks like a box. It's in all of MMA Hole streams, like the links to all the equipment he uses, so you can find out there. This camera was $50. $50. And the 1080 shot and everything, yeah, you can't beat that. Timmy MC, great work with the hat angle, Jason. I know that's a troll comment, but thanks. I try. Aaron DeCarthy, hi old top, how you doing? I'm doing pretty good. I'm glad to be doing another live stream. I'm actually starting to enjoy these. I got to start getting with the flow of them, and it's a little different than doing a vlog, or vlog style video. Yeah. Joey says, "Are you not calling out Quentin? It can't be must see." Oh, I can. I mean, I don't have any. I don't know. I have a problem with a lot of people. It's not just a certain specific person. I have a problem with society. I don't even have a problem with like certain people. So yeah, last night was the Super Bowl, guys. Let me know who you're rooting for in the chat. I know Joey has numbers, who he was rooting for. It didn't go as he planned. I think he wanted it to go. But Yakov's here. What's up, motherfucker? Aaron Jakarta, Fears didn't do Sega impression. I want Fears. We're gonna have Fears on soon, guys. I'm just gonna kind of catch up with you guys on some things, then we'll get Fears on here. But yeah, I want to get some Sega impressions from him maybe on the show, and yeah, we'll go from there. So yeah, Super Bowl was last night. One of probably the best Super Bowls I think I've seen in the last 15 years. Obviously, I wasn't rooting for the Patriots. I was rooting for the Eagles because they're the underdog. They never won a Super Bowl. No offense, I'm tired of the Patriots. I'll be biased. But I just cheered because I wanted to see a good game. I don't like blowouts, or low scoring games. The highest yardage game in playoff and I believe regular season game history. So yeah, that was, I would say, one of the best Super Bowls I personally have seen, just from start to finish. I think it was just really good, really close game. I mean, I think the only close blowout was through the first quarter. The Eagles were up, I believe, like 7 or 10 points by then. But yeah, just all around, really good game. If you guys didn't check it out, go check out the highlights online. It's definitely one of the best games I've seen. If you guys saw, I posted like an impromptu stream last week regarding my friend Chris. We did a live stream about his GoFundMe page a few weeks ago. And now I'm just going to kind of update you guys. He is doing a lot better. He's getting some more tests done right now. If you guys didn't see that stream, there is that stream. Go back to my history. And I got a link in there for his GoFundMe page. If you can help out in any way, that'd be great. He needs to get this surgery done to help him out with his health. And but he's doing a little bit better now. He's still got to get tests done. He's still got a long way to go, but we want to do what we can, the GeoDudez Army, to help him out. So whatever you guys can do, be greatly appreciated. If not, if you can just send some positive vibes and comments, say, hey, we're thinking for you, Chris, that'd be greatly appreciated too. I missed a bunch of comments. I saw them blowing up in my eyes, but I want to get that statement out. Let's go up here. Let's see. Yakov, show off your tats, Jason. Tats. Oh, did I flex a little bit there? Tats, tats, tats everywhere. On my back, some of my chest here. Yeah, they're everywhere. Unless you already have done that. No, I've not done that. I've never done really a tats show off. I don't know. I don't feel like I don't take shirtless selfies at all. Joe says, fly, Eagles, fly. Yeah, that's right. Yakov says, show up your tits. I don't think I have the tits you want to see on here, Yakov. I think if you came for my tits, you came for the wrong show. Let's see what else we got here. Timmy MC, I wonder if Fears will give us updates about the convention. I'm going to ask him about the convention, but we'll see. We'll definitely get updates, see how everything went. N4, you should really do a segment on who wins the Quentin versus Matman war. Maybe I'll have like an intervention. I almost want to do like intervention streams or I don't know what you want to call it, face-off streams. I'll have like two people that are clashing on YouTube here. We'll get Fears and Carrie. We'll get I got some actually been pretty good terms with people. We get Matt and Quentin. I don't know if Sega's got any people. We get Sega and so. But yeah, that'd be great. And I'll be like the Dr. Phil, and I'll bring him, just have some good conversations. Joey, do you still think Brady is the GOAT or no? He's still probably one of the best quarterbacks of all time. I can't disagree there. Aaron Jacardi, good to hear the news, bro. Did you hear about the stock market? No, I did not. I saw. I did see somebody post a Snapchat, but I kind of skimmed through it because it wasn't really of interest to me. But maybe I should be, I guess, for the stock market. Banjo asked if I'm going to get sleeves. Dear God, I hope he doesn't come in as that shitty Sega Camp cosplay. That voice he does is awful. It's higher than Sega Camp's voice. Sega's voice is deep as fuck compared to Fear's baby voice. Well, I could probably, I don't know, I'm not even try to do Sega. I guess it's just by your voice, and it's like an any actor. If they aren't going to be exactly to the bone of who they're portraying. And M4 says this is a legit stream. What are they going for? Like I said, if you guys like this video, if you like the stream so far, slap that like button. I appreciate it. So yeah, that's an update on my friend Chris. Like I said, if you guys have anything, I didn't plug my charger on this laptop. Crap, I'm gonna have to do that here. That's gonna be awkward. So yeah, so updates now on the channel. So now that I got these streams and doing these on a regular basis, I wanted to kind of set more of a schedule for when I'm going to be posting content, because I've been kind of just throwing content up as I go, as I get videos. I want to kind of have a more set schedule that'll help you guys out, people that actually want to follow the videos regularly. So Mondays, streams. I know Mondays that one day, I think a lot of people do streams, like Sega hosts Sega Talks, MMA hosts, Jesse Bill Hill, everybody still streams. But I'm picking Mondays. That's just my one day. Mondays are one of the worst days of the week for work. I want to come home and look forward to something after a Monday. So I'm gonna do streams on Mondays. Different topics, different guests. We'll have a good time. I want to do like different things though. I want to do like a game show night. Like we'll actually have like maybe a couple people on, and I'll do like a Jeopardy style. We'll ask questions or trivia and have a good time. I know, interview people, sort of things like that. Wednesdays will be the new content. I used to do every Wednesday. I'm gonna go back to that now. So every Wednesday will be new content. The newest videos that we film from recent time. So that'll be back to that kind of old schedule. And then Thursdays, we're going to go with a Throwback Thursday segment. I got a lot of like behind the scenes vlogs I filmed for my other channel that just isn't doing anything. So I'm actually going to alternate that and make it just my business, I guess, channel where I throw up content of like professional videos I did and take all my vlogs up or any sort of videos that are personal to me. Like I have videos of me going shooting with my dad on there and just stuff like that. I'm going to do that with that channel, and I'm going to take all the GeoDudez related, even though they may be kind of vlogs about my personal life, bring them over here. They're more raw and uncensored, so it might be kind of a cool behind the scenes way of seeing things. So I'm going to bring that content. So every Thursday, you guys can look for those videos as well. Other than that, that's pretty much all the updates I got for you guys. Like I said, Monday, Wednesday, Thursdays. It's kind of an odd schedule, I know, but I don't like posting on the weekends. I got too much stuff I'm already doing on the weekends as is that I don't have time for that. Timmy MCs, I agree with N4. Great work on the stream so far, Jason. Thank you, Timmy. I'm trying. This is my like third, fourth stream. Like it's good practice. It's like vlogging. It's like practice. Final Joe says, yeah, this shit is good. I know. Fears needs a room to stream from like you have. That's my another thing I guess I got to. I'm gonna I'm gonna change this up because I want it seems like kind of like a cluster F right now behind me. So I want to actually make it more organized. Like I kind of literally, this is all stuff I've just collected, and this was my man cave. Like this was just my room, so I didn't think about making it a stream room until recently. So I kind of want to clean it up, organize some things, make it look nice and pretty, and yeah, not so like clustered. But I appreciate you guys' comments on yeah. Yakov says in bold letters, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. Is that a song? I don't know. Throwback Fears Day. Should I do like Throwback Fear Stories days? Maybe we'll bring some stories up when we talk to Fears. So, all right, I'm going to send him the link. I'm going to quickly plug in. So I'm going to turn my camera off here for a second, guys. So I'm going to go away. But I'm going to plug my laptop in before I completely forget. And then that way I'm not, my show doesn't just shut off at the middle of it because this laptop's battery life is not the greatest. So I'm going to go in just a second. Goodbye. I'm still here. I'm still here. Don't leave the show, please, people. Nope. No. Right. Almost there. Okay. We're good. Laptop plug in. All right, everybody's still here. Chat embedded. Wait, what we got going on here? Sorry, I missed some comments. I'm gonna go back real fast before Fears goes on. What happened? That's why I hate this freaking mouse thing, whatever you want to call it, pad. Get Fears the puck in here. Chats embedded into streams are here. Yeah, I know. Like I said, I'm working off a very basic but more modern laptop here. This is actually my work one. So it's better than my 12-year-old laptop, but it's not good enough to that. That's my hopefully my tax return what I'm going to put towards is a new laptop because I need one. Problem is I got hit with a lot of truck bills the last few months. So, oh no, not Gay Fears. You ruined everything. No, come on now, guys. The chat is where it's at. This nice copacetic stream will be ruined in an instant. Vinyl, I know we have our differences, but please don't bring the drama into Jason's streams. You understand me? Understand language. I like when chats are memorialized. That's why we come into these streams. We're here to support Jason, not. Yeah, thank you, Yakov. I appreciate that. All right, okay. Thank you, guys. I appreciate all those comments. All right, I'm sending Fears the link. Let's get him in here. All right, Fears has got it now, so he will come in shortly. But yeah, so we're going to have the Fearsman on here. Got some questions. We're going to dig in deep to Fearsman26 and the mind that all runs in there because it's such a fascinating place. Okay. Oh, Guess not. Okay. Do 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 do. I got a fun question while it's trivia. Who's your favorite actor as Batman, people? Tell me that right now. Tell me in the chat who's your favorite actor to play Batman. Anywhere from, I forgot the guy's name, 1940s actor to Adam West, Christian Bale, Batfleck. Who's it going to be, people? Tuck my headphone here because it keeps popping like a tot. All right. Joey says, when is a Timmy interview? I never really talked to Timmy about doing an interview. Fears might have about on his channel, but Timmy, I think you're getting your superheroes mixed up. Christopher Reeves was Superman. Final Joe says Ben Affleck is dead last. He goes with Christian Bale. Okay, so I like Christian Bale as physically as Batman, because I think one of his fighting was the best, because it was, you got to see that whole background and stuff. And then, but the voice, it bugged me. I didn't think it was like terrible, because I get the portraying of the character, but I didn't think like it was really necessary. It was over the top, especially Batman Begins, that very first scene when he was going the guy upside down, it's raining, and he's like, "Where are the drugs at?" And I was like, "Oh boy." So yeah. So we're waiting on the old Fearsman26. He says, "Give me a second." So he'll be the dude. What's up, dude? Yakov Ryan Reynolds, you got it backwards. The dude, Violent Joe doesn't believe that. He's just saying that to troll me. Hey, the dude, long time no see, boy. Timmy MC says he likes Jonathan Pierce as the Punisher. Is that your favorite Punisher rendition, I guess you'd say? But yeah. Okay, dude, you tell me. Who's your favorite actor as Batman? I gotta have the dude on too as a guest. I'll have Yakov on. Hell, whoever wants to be a guest on my show sometime, let me know. I know there's probably some people that they'll say I want to be a guest, and as soon as I give them the link, they'll leak it. That happens to me, I guess. But I don't have a problem with that. Final Joe's, nah, he sucked, and so did that one movie. I think it was called Superman versus Batwoman or something. I can't remember because it was so boring. LOL. No. Yeah, that was kind of a little bit of a cringy line there. I want to disagree with you there. Yeah. Team MC, I must say that the tripod gave the best performance in that short film, Ava. Hell yeah, I'd be a guest, Yakov says. All right. I followed you on Twitter, Yakov, so we can IM each other. I like to get deep in the mind of Yakov and the infamous Yakov. I heard so much, and I finally see chats with your name in it, and I'm like, whoa, this is that Yakov guy I heard so much about. And he's a real person. Dude says my favorite Batman was when Tom Yancey 2010 played. No. I have to disagree with you there. So Fears is currently having internet connection issues, that Midwest internet. It's funny, when I had hold on. He was telling me how, like, word is that they think that the West Side, especially like Arizona and stuff, we live in the desert, that we have like the worst internet. Yeah. We have probably like the best internet everywhere I've been to. I was just in South Dakota, and man, there's some spots that you're just dropped out. You can't make a phone call or nothing. Like my parents' cabin is literally up in the middle of the woods. I get cell reception perfectly because there's a Verizon tower they put up there about 5 or 6 years ago. So it's great to have cell service even up there and not, completely like secluded from civilization. Boundaries is my favorite was Ben. Wow, you hate the guy who starred in the movie you worked on. Clear audience, he's not having internet issues. He's okay. I'm not even gonna say that one. Come on now. Abba says that's what Jesse says, Jason. I'm not sure what you mean. So yeah, I don't know, guys. Anyways, so let me know if there's any questions you guys want me to ask. I got a list here, so I'll by all means add it to my list if there's anything of interest. We're gonna play a little game at the end with Fears. Not a messing with him game, like it's a fun little question game, but we'll just kind of play it by ear. Yeah, just kind of sitting here. He wants to see my dog. She's sleeping on the floor right now, so I probably shouldn't wake her, but she gets super hyped up when I start these streams because I'm all like vocal and loud. Give me ones if you want to see my puppy. I'm not talking about my penis either, so don't worry. Yeah, Cup says I just want a fierce trivia sesh. Like I said, questions that I'm actually going to legitimately ask. So you guys, if you want to put troll questions, you can, but I'm not going to. Claire, I think you meant to put 1, not 2. There you go, Joe with exclamation point. Okay, I need 2 more ones. There's another one. I need 1 more. 1 more 1. 1. Is that too mean? I'm sorry. I'm probably going to get flagged for that. Come on. 1 more. I need another 1. This dog is cute. Okay, you can't deny it. 2 more ones. All right. Final Joe gave a 1 already, but I'll give him that 1. Harley, come here. Come on. All right. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna take my headphones out here for a sec because I can't. She'll rip them out. Come here. Come on. There she goes. Chris, that's not the right number. All right. There she is. Little Miss Harley Quinn, Harleen Quinzel. Yep. There she is. She's got tattooed just like her dad. Right there. Yep. She's just over 2 years old now. She turned 2 in December. Yeah, she's just super hyper. She's super obsessed with me. She's literally like Daddy's Little Monsters, we call her, because she's named after Harley Quinn. So she's just a nutcase. And it's kind of cool. So like, I don't know if you guys seen any of my geocaching videos when I've taken her. She's actually got her own tag right here. If you guys can kind of see that one, it's called Log My Dog. Basically, it's her own like trackable code. So like, if I ever take her to caches, I log her at the cache too, so she gets like statistics and stuff and whatnot. But yeah, so that's Harley. She's just kind of like chilling in my room here. My girlfriend's working right now, so she kind of doesn't want to be bothered. So I bring the dog in here with me sometimes just to hang out and keep her company. She deserves treats. No, I don't have any treats, unfortunately, on me with her right now. So I'll treat her in the other room. She's kind of a mutt, though. I'm not sure what kind of breed she is. Like, her paperwork when we first got her said Pitbull. Now, you tell me this face. Look over the camera. Force her. Where's the Pitbull in this? In this face. This face. There's not a single ounce of Pitbull in this dog. Like, definitely not aggressively wise, not Pitbull. All right, you can go. Go now. Nope, she's not going to go now. Yeah, she ain't an ounce of Pitbull. Maybe a little bit of Chihuahua, maybe some German Shepherd. She's just a mutt. I know there's those tests you can buy on Amazon for like $80. Might eventually. Back off, she is not illegal. She has papers, okay? She's got a green card, whatever you want to call card for dogs. Please don't take my baby away from me. Yakov, come on, we're cool. Remember, I got you and I got you and Fears on good terms. At least I helped out a little bit. All right, go ahead. No, she does not want to jump off me. No, well, you're gonna have to now. All right, I don't know. So yeah, she's a mutt. Not sure where. We know much of background about her. We rescued her from PetSmart right by us, and yeah, she's been a little monster ever since. All right, I'm gonna send Fears another copy of the link because I don't know if it's the one I sent. Maybe it's just acting up, but or it's the internet out there. Yakov says, "JK, love pitties. Love puppies or pitties? Puppy titties? Because that's probably not right." All right, try that one, Fears. If that one don't work, hopefully that one work. And yeah, try my best here. All right, does John Fears like dogs? I think John Fears is cool with dogs. I don't know if he ever had a dog. We can ask him that if he ever has owned a dog before. Yakov says, "I am a joking Josh, a frolling Fred." I know. I like that one voice you came in on. I think it was Matt's stream. It's like your I don't know. It's kind of goofy. It's like Penny. I think he called it Pennywise or something, or Chester. I can't remember what you said specifically, but it's pretty funny. That was clever. So, no. Can you do? They call them pitties in Canada. Really? Is that true? Is that true, Yakov? Now, Yakov, I'm curious. Like, I'm completely understand. Like, if it's a YouTube name, is that your actual name, or is it just like your YouTube and like handle on media and stuff? Because I'm just curious. That's like kind of a badass name. I just never heard the name Yakov. Kind of like an evil villain. That's why, like, I told Fears, like, you need to be like this, like the Thanos of like the cartoon series, Fearsman cartoon, because that's like an epic, like, you just be the big villain, and all these other heroes have to come together and take you down. Abus says, that's what I thought too, Joe. Oh, did Fears kill it? I don't know. I've sent some 2 different versions of the link. I guess he's having issues. I appreciate GeoDudez sticking with the community, says N4. Yeah, I'm just a neutral person. I mean, I don't. Maybe it's just my content doesn't get hate, but I just, maybe that's why I'm so cool with everybody. Maybe if I did get hate and stuff like that, I would. I mean, I've gotten like troll comments on one of my videos because it went viral. Like, not viral, but it has like 115,000 views, and it didn't really bother me. Like, people were calling my video clickbait. Like, I just shrugged it off. Other than that, like, maybe 1 or 2 comments ever on one of our videos is ever like a troll-like comment. But I don't make, I guess, any sort of acts that people would like jump at me for. So I guess that's a good thing. But I also don't get as much like views, which is, kind of why I'm here, to get views and just also do what my passion is. Joey with Numbers interview Randy Brown, sign him new drawing contract. I already got Pixel do a contract. I got a couple people like hired a contract. I had the dude on a contract too. So Violent Joe says, you don't get hate because you don't make cringy stuff, and when you get troll comments, you don't freak out. That's true. It's true. I mean, I don't get any comments even pointed at me, and if I do read comments about other people, I just laugh at it or I ignore it. I don't block it because I don't really care. Like, it's a freaking words on a screen. It goes away after this video. And it's just like, I don't know. Bullying has been like around for centuries. It's not something like, I don't know what the epidemic is about bullying now. This is my rant moment. I don't know what the deal is with bullying these days. Why is there all this be a star, be a hero, or all this crap, like people having problems and like suicide and depressed? I don't know if it's parenting, like, and how they're raising kids now. Yeah, rise above hate. I know, John Cena right here. I don't get the freaking. I don't get it. I was bullied in high school. I was 5'2", 5'4". My freshman year, I was called Rat Kid. Yeah, this is kind of a fun story here. I was called Rat Kid in freshman year in PE. Like, all these like skater potheads would call me Rat Kid because I spiked my hair. I had big ears for my head. Like, my ears are probably still pretty big for my head. They're probably normal now, but like my ears are probably too big for my head then. And I didn't care. I shrugged it off. Actually, I fought back at one point. They were bullying me when we were playing basketball, and I threw the ball at one of them at the head. I didn't care. For one thing, it's a rubber ball. I'm not going to concuss him or anything. Joey says, did you have a rat tail? No, I didn't have a rat tail. I could have called myself Splinter, I guess. That would have been kind of badass. But just children becoming weaker. Yeah, I think it's just parenting. Like, the way they're raising children now. They're, smother them with love and tell them, you're an all-star. That's, everyone gets trophies in sports. I never got a trophy when like my team didn't win a championship or second or third place. There was no participation trophies in baseball. It was first, second, and third. I don't even know if there was a third place, actually. Like, there might have been. Dude says people are just pussies. That's why people are more concerned with it. I know. It's like this Logan Paul video in the Suicide Force, and how everybody's all sensitive about suicide, and he's like, oh, 1 in 6. He posted some videos like 1 in 6 people commit suicide, or teenagers think about suicide. Like, I'll admit, I thought about it when I was a teenager, but I rose above it, and I don't know if the statistics were that way then, but I don't know. I just think the world is really too sensitive, and we need to like man up and toughen up. So we got Trump as president. We'll toughen the U.S. up. That's my only political statement I'll say. Don't even get me started on politics. I completely don't care. I never voted in my entire life, and I don't plan on it. That's the way I live. Yakov says I got a trophy for trolling. What's the trophy of? Is it a troll, or is it just like a giant computer with a turd on it because you're shitting on people on YouTube. I don't know. It's a good phrase. It's a good metaphor. But it really happened. Bound says first place is the only place that should get a trophy, at least in team sports. It's true. If you ain't first, you're last. So I'm going to check my messages again here and see if I heard from our guest of honor. I'm going to message him. Oh. Let's just try. Oh, here says he got it. I won't message him then. All right. Our guest of honor. Only 20 minutes late. Just disappointing. Yakov says, I got bullied one day. My classmates stripped me down and used my ball sack as a punching bag, and then they stuck stuffing up my ass, and I like that. Yeah, Yakov, that's sure a lot of people get that treatment. I want to see somebody about that. MMC, what about a trophy for most short films? Then Fears would get that. Definitely get the most Vine posts. Dang, that guy was all over Vine. I think I posted like four Vine videos my entire existence on Vine because nobody used Vine. I was on YouTube. We need to get down to the nitty gritty of Fearsman26. Who says he was coming? He's coming inside me. Inside of you. Should I do acapella? Inside of you. Ba-dum-bum. Bum. So who are you guys going for in the Super Bowl? Let me know that in the chat for now, until we get our guest of honor in here. I was rooting for the Eagles, like most of America, besides Joey and the entire upper northeast corner of the country. Everybody's going for the Eagles otherwise. And for is Jason plays HQ trivia? No. Nope. I don't. Eagles all the way. Fuck the Pats. Yep. Dude, I was just cheering for my bets to hit. Did you hit any bets, dude? I thought about it. Like, I didn't have any good group of people to do bets with. Like, I like the, I don't know if there's a name for it, but basically where you're betting on certain things happening on what team, first team to punt, first team to field goal, all these little different ones. And then you got the, can't remember the name of that one. It's just a chart. We have 0 through 9 one way, 0 through 9 the other way, and you pick spots on the board, and basically then they randomly draw numbers, and that's your scores for quarters. Yakov says Montreal Canadiens is my team. Is that the CFL? Is that a CFL team? I gotcha. Who? Anybody know about this XFL thing going on? Uh-oh.
Yo.
Uh-oh. Our guest of honor has finally arrived.
Why is it uh-oh?
Because we've been waiting.
Oh, sorry. Well, I've had internet issues. I'm actually on my phone because I'm still having internet issues. I don't know. For some reason, my computer doesn't work, but my phone works. So I apologize to the fans.
No worries.
So
are you at the coffee shop?
No, they actually closed it early because they said there's supposed to be like a bunch of ice and stuff tonight. So I was like, oh, okay, no problem. I'll just go home. And I said I got here actually early, so I would not miss your show. I set everything up. Everything was fine. All of a sudden, fucking internet cuts out. I'm like, yeah, there it is. John fears his luck.
Oh, so you're streaming from home right now?
Yeah.
Okay, no, that's why. I was like, man, he's never had the internet issues really at the coffee shop, but
yeah, I'm just
just on
my phone, so I'm trying to fix it on my computer while I talk to you. So
right
I apologize, Jason, for Fears' internet issues and being unprofessional. So.
It's no worries.
I tried to get here as soon as possible, buddy. So what's going on? What you guys been talking about?
Now we gotta look at your thumbnail character now, but we'll suffice. You'll get to see your beautiful face.
I know.
No.
It is quite beautiful and extravagant.
So we've been chit-chatting, but then most recent subject matter, we were talking about the Super Bowl, just about the game, anybody who was cheering for and stuff. I don't know. Did you watch Super Bowl at all or follow any of it?
Hell no. I'm not a big football fan. It's all about hockey.
That's not even American sport, man.
I don't care. Football is so boring to watch. Ugh.
Oh boy. All right. Well, we'll go off that subject matter.
Garbage. No, I'm just joking. I know you and your Tom. Everybody likes it. I saw Tim's little Snapchats of you guys. You had your jersey on. So you guys have fun.
Oh yeah, we had a good small group of people here, and
I like to play football more than watch it. Like whenever I was a kid, I loved playing football. It's just watching it to me, it's just so boring. So it's just not.
It was like a party here. We were screaming and everything, drinking
that's cool.
margaritas.
So did anybody
wasted? He passed out on the pool table. No, I was kidding.
Nice. That's what I'm talking about. Did anybody in the chat watch the game? Were you guys talking about that?
A few people. Most people were cheering for the Eagles, other than Joey with the numbers. He's a big Patriots fan.
Yeah, I heard that he was.
All the dude cared about was how much money he was going to win. He said he won $400, which is pretty good.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah. So, anyways, welcome, Fears, to the most must-see show on YouTube.
Did you say musty?
Must-see.
Oh, musty. Okay, I was like, that's hilarious.
MUST space SEE.
Well, I appreciate your patience with my internet issues, and I appreciate you having me on, buddy.
No worries. Just put me on the spot, and I'm learning. I learn to keep them going.
Yeah, I didn't mean to put you on the spot. I was like, fine. Just entertain. I was like, entertain them until I get there, if I ever get there with my internet.
Yeah. So since I already did that, I'm just gonna click on me so we're not jumping back and forth. All right. I had some questions lined up here. We're gonna get down to the nitty gritty of Fearsman26, down to the dirty, all the details, all the controversy. No, I'm just kidding. We're not talking controversy.
Talk about bits and pieces, right? Talk about
bits and pieces of Fearsman26
and nitty gritty.
Yep, nitty gritty.
Classic.
Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that, people.
Yeah, don't quote me on anything I say, though. No, I'm just joking.
I should have put that in the comment or in the description. Don't quote Fears on anything he says tonight.
I've gotten so much crap about nitty gritty, bits and pieces, and don't quote me on it, but I love it. It's
funny because they just kind of came out of nowhere. Like I've known you always for like, the bongs and chungs and everything, like back in college days, and all of a sudden you just picked up these new catchphrases that are original.
I just make them up as I go, man. Like bung and chung and all those are not original because they're trends, but all the other ones are mine. I even delicious jams and jellies is not mine. I got that off of a movie.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's out of some movie. I can't remember what movie, but it's out of a movie.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't remember that movie. So yeah, anybody that doesn't follow Fears, all of his social media links, his YouTube links are down below in the description. Go check him out. Go follow him on everything. He posts
Thank you so much.
Stuff all the time.
I appreciate that plug from one of my best buddies.
All right, 10 years we've known each other now, everybody.
Actually, I think it's a little bit more than that. It's a little bit more than that now. Now that we're out of school, right?
Yeah, let's say 2018. Well, it'll be 11 years this summer, I think, about when we met. Because we met in 2007.
Yeah.
Ish. So we'll get started. You just had Comic-Con this weekend. How was all that?
Oh, it was phenomenal. Fears got some more movie props. I got the hockey mask from part 3 now. So now I have.
Oh.
So now I have another mask to add to the collection. But
now you're trying to collect all of them, or are you just because that one's one of the ones you like?
I'm trying to collect all of them.
As bad as it is, I would love to have the one from part 10 because I just thought the futuristic was like so badass looking.
Oh, the futuristic one is great.
Yeah.
Because you think he's dead. You think, oh, he's finally dead. He's finally dead. And all of a sudden, like that one, like young chick or whatever, not young chick, like she looks young in the film and she's like, it's impossible. He's dead. And then all of a sudden that robot chick's like, he's been modified. And then all of a sudden you see his mask and he's back. But yeah, that was one of the highlights. Another highlight was I hope to God when the fans see it that I did justice to the Sega Camp Gamer. So I tried to get all of his puns and quotes in there and everything. The only thing I forgot to put in there, Jason, after watching the footage back, I forgot to put the, whenever he goes, what? I forgot to do that.
I think you just need to post like a 15-second YouTube video of you just going, I'm sorry, I apologize, this is for you, Sega. And then you just pause and you look down and you look back up with the glasses on and you're just like,
Or
God, like rumbling.
or I could just film the what thing at my house and just add it into the vlog later because I haven't
Sure.
uploaded part 3 yet, but I will. It's gonna be a busy week for me. Learning my new job and studying for my test and stuff. But yeah, those two were probably the highlights of Comic Con. It was a lot bigger this year. Um, they said Friday they had about 40,000 people there because they keep tallies of how many people show up. Saturday was the big hoopla day, and they said about 75,000 people showed up. And then Sunday was a light day and only had about 35,000 people. But it was good. A lot more vendors, way more celebrities. So last year was kind of like weak sauce, but this year, no complaints from me. It was awesome. I got lots of footage.
So, do you meet any celebrities?
Well, since I just quit my job and stuff, money was kind of tight, so I didn't meet the big celebrities, but I there was a few people on like in the artist booth. I actually got to meet the one of the creators of Ren and Stimpy. Got an interview with him, got an autograph, and got he gave me like a little. Did you ever watch Ren and Stimpy?
Oh yeah, been a while.
Do you remember that commercial? About Log.
Yeah, I saw it because I saw your one stream and you were singing it, or
Yeah.
um,
So he had a picture of the kid from the show holding the log, and so he gave me that, and he gave it to me for free, because I did such a good interview. And he said the only thing I'll charge you for, he goes, I actually do charge for pictures, and I was like, oh, dude, that's fine. I'm like, if you give me a free autograph, I'm like, I'll pay for the picture. Don't even worry about it. So I got to meet that guy, and then I met two other animators. So the other animator I interviewed, he worked for 3 seasons on The Simpsons. So that was pretty cool to interview him. And then the other guy worked on He-Man, Masters of the Universe, and that's what he's most famous for, He-Man, the Masters of the Universe. But all the others, he did a whole bunch of like cartoons in the 70s and 80s and 90s and a little bit like in the 2000s, and now he's retired. So I got to interview him too, and
nice.
his name was Tom Cook. So got to meet 3 semi-celebrity people, but nobody huge like Stan Lee. But
Yeah.
which shout out to Stan Lee. I hope he's doing better.
Yeah, I saw he kind of got under the weather. He had like a falling incident or something, but then he posted a video, I don't know, about Snapchat or Instagram or something, but he said, I'm fine, doing great.
Yeah,
The guy's like 115 years old, so.
yeah. Apparently, nobody at Comic-Con, Jason, knew what he actually was suffering from. Like one kid walked up and was like, "Dude, did you hear? That like Stan Lee, but he was trying to get to the convention, but he collapsed, due to dehydration." And I was like, "No, I didn't hear that." And then all of a sudden, another person's like, "Yeah, he just decided like nothing was wrong with him. He just decided to not come to St. Louis." And then another guy was like, "Oh no! Like I heard that he got food poisoning." And I'm like, "What the hell is the
Man,
actual
what's the answer?
Yeah, so I didn't know what it was. All I knew is that he didn't show up, and I was like, "All right, well, that sucks," because I would have forked over the money to, to meet him. But
Yeah, definitely. He's one of those guys like Adam West. I had the opportunity to meet, and I could have for I think like 60 or 80 bucks, but I passed up on it because it's my first Comic Con. I didn't know how much money I was going to spend.
yeah,
Sure, I didn't know that 4 years later he was going to die, and I was like,
I never got to meet him, and I had a chance to meet him at one convention at one time, before he passed away. But he was just charging like an arm and a leg, and I'm like, I don't have $80 for an autograph, and I don't have like, and he was only taking photos like in the, like in the,
the booth.
not at his booth, but like at the VIP section, like where you go behind
Okay.
a curtain and stuff. And that's like $120 or whatever the hell it was. I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that.
Wow. So the
Yeah.
dude says you would have loved the place that he was watching the football game at last night because there were hot women everywhere, all wearing little denim shorts and cowboy boots.
Well, hell yeah. Well, shout out to the dude, and shout out to those cowboy boots and those denim pants.
Those denim shorts.
Yeah.
So Yakov.
Why can't those shorts be in Fears' mouth?
Well, better question is why wouldn't they be in Fearsman mouth?
Exactly.
So I told the people in the chat to post any questions and any interesting ones I see, I'll ask them while we go through this.
Oh God, here we go.
Yakov asks your thoughts on Jurassic Park, the series, movies, novels, and you want to know what your favorite Jurassic Park movie is.
Okay. Let me see here. favorite one, of course, is the original. Second favorite would probably have to be. It would go in this order. I like the first one the best. The second one would come second. Then Jurassic World, and I didn't really like the third one that much, so that would be the fourth one. And then I am looking forward to this new one because I saw the trailer, for the new one, and the new one looked pretty good. Never read any of the books, Yakov. Just only watched the movies, and I played some of the video games as a kid. I like the Sega version of Jurassic Park. I don't know if you remember that one, Jason.
It's been a while, but yeah, it kind of sounds familiar.
And that's all I've really invested into the Jurassic Park universe was that game and then those movies. So
yeah, this new one, I was kind of like, the first trailer. I don't know if you've ever seen that one, but I was like, the dinosaurs are all falling off this cliff here and drowning, and I'm like, why do I feel so much sympathy right now for these dinosaurs drowning? I don't care less about Chris Pratt, but I care about these dinosaurs. They may be 60 million years old and been gone from this world, but I feel bad for these dinosaurs. I don't know.
Yeah.
It touched me in a certain place, and I was kind of a little bummed out. I'm like, this is kind of like the movie right here. I feel like I'm seeing. Kind
Did
of
a tear come to your eye, Jason?
A little bit. Like I was kind of humming the song about it. Like,
I hear you. Anyway, let's get back to those hot women and let's talk about the dude's experience, because I don't care about Jurassic Park. I want to hear more about that. No, I'm just playing. Well, shout out to the dude. I hope you had fun, man. I wish I could have been there.
So Yakov says Fears is a savage with panties.
Oh, hell yeah.
Somebody asked, what's your favorite food?
Oh, that's a tough one because I have a lot of favorite foods. I love salad, love steak. I'll just name some of them. Salad, steak. I love any type of rice. Doesn't matter. White rice, brown rice, black rice, whatever. Pizza. Love orange juice. That's my favorite breakfast thing. Love pancakes.
Biscuits
I could go. Oh yeah, biscuits and gravy. I knew that was coming. Yeah, there's so much. I mean, I could go on all night on that one.
I know. Everybody loves. I love food too. I can't pick one thing.
Yeah, exactly. Those are just a few things.
Andy asked if you played Pokemon Go. I know you don't for a fact. I did when it first came out, and then I dropped it like everybody else in America did. So
I actually did play it.
Oh, did you?
Like right when it came out, like me and my buddy, excuse me, me and my buddy Mike was doing a vlog, and in the vlog, I don't know if you remember this one, Jason. He was always on it, and I said, well, I'll give it a go. And so I played a little bit of it, and yeah, it was all right, but it's just not my thing. But Michael Buer was on it all the time. So I just decided to make a joke out of it. So in the vlog, I'm like, Mike, get off your goddamn cell phone. Because he was playing all the time. I don't know if you remember that vlog.
I think so. Yeah, you guys are around, was it like the old town or downtown of?
Yeah, downtown St. Charles.
Or St. Charles, okay. Yeah, me and Amy played it when it first came out, and it was funny, one of those things that like we went to the park because you got these little spots you go to catch Pokemon and refill up, get more Pokeballs, and there was like probably 200-300 people wandering around this park. It looked like The Walking Dead, with all these people like walking around looking down at their phones, just zombies. And I'm just like, this is what The Walking Dead's gonna be like. Everybody just staring down at their phones, mindless, like literally. And then the first thing I thought was like, how messed up this sounds, right, Amy? Some person could just run through here with a freaking AK-47 and blow these people away. They wouldn't even see it coming.
Good point.
So many people were just so dumbfounded on their phone. But now we drove by the park that we played it at like the other night. Nobody there. Like that game fell off the map so fast, especially here in Arizona because it's hot and nobody wants to do it in the summer.
Yeah. So why do you think it fell off the map? Before we go on to the next question.
I think it just didn't. I mean, I know a few people still play it, but I think it just didn't trend as well as everyone like got it. Like there was one of those just like one-hit wonders, literally just like, oh, this is fun for a month, and then like at least here in Arizona, like I don't know how it is in other countries, or not countries, but other states, weather that's a little bit cooler all year round. Yeah. But here, I think it came out in like July, so people were sweating to play this game. So after a month, everybody obviously stopped because it's so damn hot to play that game. But then they, the winter came, and I didn't even see anybody ever since then. So yeah, I don't know. I got over it. I got bored.
The dude says a lot of server problems. That could be too.
That too. I know they did have a lot of problems with it. So
And I just want to give a shout out to Yakov. I appreciate that we're civil, and I appreciate that was actually an awesome question because I actually love Jurassic Park. So right on.
Joey with the numbers asked, "What's my thoughts on Kanye West?" That's the thing. I don't have a comment because I could give two shits about that guy. There you have it. That's my comment.
There it is.
Yeah. So let's see what my questions are over here until we get some more from the viewers. I had one. What would you say is your favorite TV show from start to finish? Like it had a first season, it had a last season.
Are we talking like recent or old or whatever?
Whatever. Like if you had one TV series, like for example, I have one. I don't know if you ever heard of it. It's called The Shield. It was on FX for 6 or 7 years. It was a cop show.
Well, to quote Fears, I've seen bits and pieces of it.
That is my favorite TV show from start to finish. It never had a dull moment. Like The Walking Dead, I won't say is my favorite show because there's been so many dull moments with that show lately that I missed the last 2-3 seasons because it got so bad. But The Shield is from start to finish fantastic. I could put money on how good that show is that you would like it.
Yeah, the stuff I've seen out of Shield was great. So I don't have one particular, so I'll name a couple. Some in the past, some now. When I was a kid, me and my dad actually got me into Star Trek. We would sit down every single night, every single week when it would come on, we would watch Star Trek: The Next Generation. So that's probably number one. Number two, I love the shit out of Knight Rider, and you know why. I've made so many videos on it. So Knight Rider, probably MacGyver. Love MacGyver. I just loved how he would be like, all right, I'm just going to take this like alarm clock and, like this, like my underwear and like tie it together and like take some battery acid and like, mix some milk in there and I'll make a bomb out of it. And there it is.
Did you ever see MacGruber?
Oh, I've seen MacGruber and it is hilarious. It is hilarious. I love it too. He's like, oh my God, I can't defuse this. There's so many wires.
Yeah.
So
he had like all those wrestlers as his like partners or whatever.
Yeah, but recent ones, definitely The Big Bang Theory, Walking Dead. Like you said, not so much anymore because like the last season with all the Negan stuff, I was like, yeah, there's some epic moments. And all of a sudden, like the next episode was just so boring.
Yeah.
And like, I'm like, all right, how can they jump from Negan killing like 8 or 9 guys like in a matter of 2 minutes to, hey, like we're walking down a trail, or like there's one episode where they literally walk for like I think 10 minutes like down a railroad track or some shit. So yeah, I'm trying to think of any more. Let me see. I like a lot of old stuff, Jason. I really do.
Mm-hmm. So my good friend Chris Reynolds is here, by the way. So shout out to our good friend Chris, who's
shout out to Chris.
Up and doing well.
Chris, I hope you feel better, buddy. I really do.
Yakov says, shout out to Fears, hoping you won't block me when you feel like it's time. Just give him time.
When it's time. When it's time. I mean, again, he put me through a lot. Why, I don't know. But
Yakov asked if you watched South Park.
Back in the day, I did.
Bits and pieces?
Bits and pieces, exactly.
Bits and pieces. I actually pulled it up the other day. It was on TV, and he was like, why are you watching South Park? And I was like, I don't, like, as a kid, I used to watch the show, and I haven't seen any of the newer stuff, so I'm kind of curious what they do with pop culture. Some of it's pretty funny, and some of it's just like, okay, this is just dumb.
You ever seen that movie that the creators from South Park made?
Basketball?
I love basketball. I love
that movie.
Like they say dude for a whole 2 minutes. Dude.
Yeah. Dude. And they got the like 2 feet, 3 foot long dicks.
Yeah.
Do you remember that part of the locker room? Oh my God, that made me laugh so much.
And
turn around, there was like, whoosh, and they whipped him.
And then they're always calling Squeak a bitch, and he's like, "I am not a bitch." And he's like,
"Squeak." I like that guy.
He's like, "Squeak, you're a little bitch." And he's like, "Squeak, you're a little bitch." And he's like, "What? I'm not a bitch." He's like, "Yeah," but he goes, "You're annoying. Yeah, you're just a little bitch." And like they just go ballistic with it.
Why do you guys keep calling me that? Because you act like a little bitch.
He's like, "I am not a bitch."
Oh, the dude says Orgasmo is their best movie for sure.
I've seen that, but it's been a long time.
Yeah. Okay, Yakov says he's 25 minutes from the end of Cloverfield Paradox. How is that? I saw they uploaded that. So they uploaded, I don't know if you heard about this. the sequel to Cloverfield. I think it's a sequel to Cloverfield on Netflix.
Well, I never seen the first Cloverfield. Never.
And it's all right. It's not that really big of a miss. So
Okay.
yeah, you didn't miss much. Let's see what else I got. Okay, I got one. What is like the earliest movie you remember watching as a kid, whether it was in the theaters or at home? Like you just remember, like you can remember I saw that movie.
Well, you would think it would be Ghostbusters, but it wasn't. My one of my uncles from England came over, and we were all. I remember it vividly. I remember he came over to visit my mom, my dad, all of us. We were sitting. Back then, we used to live in St. Louis before we moved out to Wentzville, and we were just sitting around. And I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this establishment called Blockbuster. I know for all the younger youth, but you actually had
Right?
to go. We actually had to go out and get VHS tapes. So we were just, he's like, hey, there's nothing on. Let's go rent a movie. And me and my brother were trying to find something. And he's like, you guys want to see a really good movie? And of course, I'm little, so I'm shaking my head like a wild man, like, yeah, I want to see something. And he's like, here, let me pick it out. So he goes to the comedy section, picks out The Goonies. And that was the very first one that I vividly remember sitting from start to finish and all that. And then later we started going to the theaters. And then later I saw Ghostbusters. But Goonies was the very first. So at least it was a classic one to start out with.
Nice. Yeah, I remember I think I remember Die Hard and my mom kicking me out of the living room because it's the violence. I mean, it wasn't a violent movie, but there was blood and people were shooting people. But
Die Hard is awesome. Die Hard is awesome. One of the best Christmas movies. A lot of people say it's not a Christmas movie. It is a Christmas movie.
I know. I think the theaters here actually they have it out on around Christmas time here. Sometimes they play the Die Hard movies too, just kind of because they follow it by being a Christmas themed movie.
Die Hard 1 and 2 are considered Christmas movies. Now I don't know about all the others, but Die Hard 1 and 2 because he's actually like going home for Christmas. So yeah, I don't know what he does in all the other ones because I've only seen bits and pieces of all the other ones.
I got a good one here. What would you say is your guilty pleasure movie? You know what I mean by that? You want me to give you an example?
No, I know what it is. It's like my go-to movie.
Well, I use the kind of phrase guilty pleasure as like a movie that you're like, I don't like people knowing I like this movie, but it's not like weird. It's just like I'll give you an example. I like Mean Girls. I think it's one of the funniest movies that my type of person wouldn't like. I think Mean Girls is hilarious.
It's like a movie you've watched a million times, and it just keeps getting better and better every time you watch.
But like most general society, they probably look at me and be like, "You like Mean Girls? Like, look at you. You're like a tattooed up dude and whatnot. Like, you wouldn't like Mean Girls." But actually, Mean Girls is actually a funny ass movie if you've seen it or not.
I've seen Mean Girls. Lindsay Lohan, she's hot.
I say Rachel McAdams. Come on, all those girls. I think they're all
I don't know. I mean, Lindsay Lohan is still hot, but she's kind of like a nutball right now.
Oh, she's a mess. She looks disgusting now.
Yeah, but back then.
So you have a movie like that?
Yeah. I've got some go-to movies. But from different genres. Like my go-to movie in horror is Killer Clowns from Outer Space, Halloween, the first Friday the 13th, the first Freddy. Those are all the go-to horror ones. Comedy, of course. All the Back to the Future movies, all the Indiana Jones, Ghostbusters, hell yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of anything others. Surprisingly, a go-to movie, I do like Titanic. I do.
Yeah.
Because
I have no problem with it.
Because there's so much history and stuff, and I always thought like all the history on the Titanic was pretty cool. Like they spent like 4 years on this epic ship, and it only lasts like 2 days.
Yeah, it is. I think for its time, especially, it was just kind of like I don't know. I feel like it was one of the first movies that I grew up on. It was like the first blockbuster movie I saw as a kid. I was only 10 when it came out.
They made it in 97, 98.
December 97.
And they made a shitload of money on it. So yeah, those few. I mean, I've got more movies. I can go on all night, but those are just a few.
Gotcha.
Shout out to Harley, by the way. Hell yeah.
I know. She makes a little cameo here and there.
She does make a cameo.
She makes little cameos here and there. She's just obsessed. Yakov says, I like when Rose is naked and getting painted.
Hell yeah. I mean, who wouldn't?
I remember, so that seems funny. I remember seeing it in the theaters, and it was one of those movies like everybody in town was going to see it. Like, anybody and their grandma.
Yeah, I think somebody dragged me to go see it, because everyone was going to see it. I think that was the reason why I went and saw it.
So for one thing, it's PG-13, so you can see it at any age, technically. There's no law for 13-year-olds to go see it. So the nude scene, so first of all, the theater was completely packed, which is like, it was mind-blowing to see as a kid. I was like, oh my God, there's so many people in here. So it was so full that I actually had to sit in a seat in front of my parents. Like there was enough seats for my parents together, and then one seat for me in front of them, like at the end of the row. And like, I remember that scene coming up, and as soon as you like dig down and you see the first naked shot, my dad kicks my seat to distract me. Like, hey, don't look. I mean, I'm 10 years old. I just laughed, and I'm like shaking my head, and I'm like, no, don't tell me to not look. I gotta see this.
Hell yeah, I'm like, dude.
This is before the internet, so I can't. There was the internet around, but like this is before like you can look it right up on the next day and find photos.
Let's get technical, Jason. It was before the internet.
Was the internet?
Was the internet and had great porn on it. So you have to look. You have to look.
Yakov says makes my pekka hard.
I agree. Rose is pretty sexy.
A little bit. So you start a new job next week. How's the studying going?
Studying is going great. I'm on chapter 3. So there's 7 chapters. I'm on chapter 3. So nice. I'm way ahead of the game. And Friday is the big test. So what's great is my boss told me, he goes, it took me twice, Fears. And he goes, one girl, it took her 4 times. The great thing about this test is it's just state required. You can take it as many times as you want until you pass it.
Yeah. Well, like you said, you said in one of your streams that you don't even actually need like to pass it just to sell other products.
Yeah, like my buddy and the boss said you can just sell one product, but he said why not sell all the products and
make more money? Yeah.
And I said, well, that is the nature of the beast,
Mm-hmm.
Make as much money as possible and make the company as much money as possible and sell as much as possible. Anyway, I don't want to go too much into details about my job, but if the hackers on the internet haven't already figured it out.
Right. They already found out, addresses, phone numbers, everything. What more can they find?
Last year was a joy.
Well, it's 2018, man.
This is true.
I'll say the same thing, Matt. That wasn't my best year last year, so it's a whole other year. We're still young.
Well, so far, 2018 is way better. I'm going to cut off real quick because I need to use the restroom, but I will be back.
Okay. Enjoy your poop.
Oh, it's like a full-on diarrhea. I'll be back.
Oh, no, that Crohn's. All right, so Fears will be back, guys. Let me catch up here in the chat. Yakov, Fears, when you pass, I will donate $10 billion on the condition you make me your co-host. Ooh, that's a pretty substantial offer there. If I go take a test, Yakov, I'll let you be my co-host for $10 billion. Wait, what are you donating $10 billion towards? Research? Children with ass cancer? What are we donating money towards? Let's see what we have here. Everybody says what it is. Yeah, guys, I'm not even going to get into it. I know he probably knows you guys know what it is. Abazaba, I saw the test. That stuff won't be that bad if you study. Yakov says, Rusty Gunther, fake name, and what a troll item. Yeah, it is a little bit. Claire says, you seem smarter than Fears, so you could probably pass the test with some effort. I don't want to take tests. I actually started a new position in my work, so I'm completely content with where I'm at. Because I'm actually doing photography now, which is kind of fun. Yeah. I'm at 8 likes, guys. Let's slap 2 more likes. Even though I said that they're going to probably hit dislikes. Hit both. Hit 1 of each. Can you do that? Let's get up to 10. Help a brother out. So yeah, if there's anybody coming over and you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the GeoDudez YouTube channel. We host weekly streams here on Monday nights and new content Wednesdays and Thursdays as well. And yeah, I would play the 10 more likes song, but I don't get that. I can sing it. I can acapella it. But yeah, we're going to get into that next, how the Sega Camp portrayal went. So we'll talk about that. Aaron says, "What do I do for work?" Right now, I work at a home building company. So yeah, but I'm going to be doing photography of the homes that we build here after the first quarter because they got to hire somebody to take my position so that I can start the new position. So yeah, and no, I do not fool around with Pierce because he lives in another state. Not that would matter because we wouldn't. Next question. Joey, did you know that MMA holds as a photographer as his main job? I did not. I didn't really ask too much personal questions when I had him on. I was just kind of like wanted to ask, like, you know, where he got the idea of doing videos and streams.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
All right. Sorry about that.
Yakov said this.
Last interruption. I promise.
All right. You're cleaned out. You're cleansed out.
Well, it's the problems of having Crohn's.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Oh, so Yakov said that if you pass the test and you make him your co-host, he'll donate $10 billion.
Oh, I'm sure he will. Yakov would never. I'm sorry to say, Yakov has big dreams, but
we all dream of $10 billion.
I can learn to live and forget, but he put me through so much, and even though we're civil, I don't think I would ever make him a co-host. So, but Yakov, baby steps.
Taking baby steps. I told him at the beginning. I don't know if you saw it. I was like, man, maybe I should make mine like the Dr. Phil show. Like, I'm gonna bring 2 guests on that are having like issues here on YouTube and bring them on here to discuss and talk.
Well, see, I don't like to do that though. Like, I don't like to like force my problems on anyone else. Like, you know, like if I don't want to talk to someone, I'm not going to talk to someone. Like everybody on YouTube thinks like, oh, we all need to fix their problems. I'm like, no, if I don't like someone, instant block.
Oh, that's your opinion. That's fine.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm trying to bring love and like.
I know. I'm just saying. It just sometimes you can fix people, Jason, and other times you can't. You know. So I mean, like I told Yakov and I told Carrie. I said I'd like to be your friend again someday. Like just stop acting crazy.
It's fair enough. So they were wondering, and I was wondering how the Sega Camp betrayal went.
I think it went great. I just hope the fans like it. You know, the only thing I forgot to put in there was the what, but I got everything else. Like I got cum spray in there. I got sniddles. I'm going ballistic talking about like his Twitch channel. I gave him a shout out about the Twitch. I was like, he's like, I stream Wednesdays, stream Sundays. Then I acted like I was triggered. I was like, I hope Fears doesn't send me that goddamn link on Sunday or I'm going to cut his balls off because he knows that I always stream and he's always bugging me. So I went nuts with it. I was screaming at the convention center, sniddles, like right in some guy's ear. I went ballistic. It was great.
So you said in one of your videos.
So I hope I did him justice. I really do. Because, you know, Sega's a good friend of mine and he's a good guy and a lot of people give him shit. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to honor him. So I hope I did.
You said in one of them that you literally were Sega from start to finish. Is this true then? Like from start of vlog to end of vlog?
Yes. From the start of the vlog to the end of the vlog, I'm Sega. There's not one point where you don't see where you see Fears.
No, you know what would have been epic? Like you could still film it, I guess, but what would have been great is like I got 2 ideas you could have done with it. How you transform into Sega. One is like it'd be a little tough edit, but it could work. Is like you're like, guys, I can't make it to Comic-Con. I'm not feeling well. I'm gonna invite Sega. And you just like yell like in the bathroom or something.
That's what I did. That's what I did.
Oh, really?
So in the vlog, in the stream, I swear to God, in the vlog, in the stream, I was like, hey guys, it's Sega. I'm like, I got some bad news. I'm like, Fears is feeling a little bit under the weather. And he called me up and said, will you take my place for Comic-Con? And I absolutely said yes. So I hope I do you justice, Fears. And so I'm like, so let's get this, you know, vlog started. And then I messed, you know, since Sega sometimes doesn't get a couple of things right, instead of join me, shy you, I said, join me, will you?
Nice. So like so my suggestions, but you already obviously had something in mind, which is fine. But like what would have been great is like you just like, man, I can't make it. So you like yell in the other room and then like you edit it right where you walk in the doorway and then walk back out like in one quick like literally like within like a millisecond after you walk around the corner you don't see anymore. You walk in as Sega and be like,
oh yeah,
I grab the camera. All right, guys, let's go. We're going to Comic-Con, I guess. And then like or another one be like, man, bathrobe here would be great to be a Sega. And then like you'd whip it around and then like when you throw it over your front, and then back over your shoulders to like put it on, you become Sega. Like your glass, you obviously got the glasses and stuff and headgear on, which have been like really great at it.
That actually is a great idea. See, I'm not a good filmmaker. Not you know, Jason's got all these great ideas. I'm an okay filmmaker. I just kind of Jason's always been way better at me, guys. You know, the editing. You always make some great stuff, dude. I'm getting better. I'm getting there. But yeah, I didn't even think of that. I literally just thought of, you see me get out of bed, and I'm already in the bathrobe and the glasses, and I'm like, hey guys, I'm like, Fears is in the other room. He's not feeling good. You know, I was just hanging out with Fears last night, drinking some beers, you know, partying, fucking sniddling it up, and I was like just going ballistic with it. I can't remember exactly what I said. And then he's like, yeah, he wanted me to, like, you know, go to Comic-Con, you know, and have him and have me film for him and interview people. The only time I wasn't Sega was off camera when I was doing my official interview, you know, with the guy from Ren and Stimpy. So yeah. I didn't vlog that. So in the interview, I think I took off the glasses, and I think I took off the headphones, and I still had the bathrobe on, and then I interviewed him. So, but yeah.
Nice. So I want to read these comments because I think these were good, nice things that Yakov put. He put, I understand, Fears. Maybe one day you can just have me as a guest. I'm just trying to right my wrongs.
I appreciate that because he did
He's a big man to say that.
Yeah, and I'll give him that. Just as I don't know why all the hate, you know, like it was one thing after another. First the Nazi thing and spiraling, and I mean, I think I've gotten a lot better at just ignoring it, but I'm like, no one should have been put through all that, you know, just for like fun and games. That's just my opinion. I would never do that to anyone else. But anyway, let's not talk about that. Let's keep it positive.
Yeah. He did ask.
I'm being honest, Jason. 2018 has been a whole lot better so far. It's been great so far. All right, next question.
So they asked, when's the next vlog dropping then?
Well, since I'm really busy this week with my studying, I've already got day 1, day 2 up. I'm going to study a whole bunch tomorrow. Maybe Wednesday, day 3 will be up. If not day 3, maybe tomorrow night sometime. But I'll try and get it up as soon as possible. Guys, because I know you guys want to see the epic vlog, you know, as Sniddles.
Nice.
I think I even gave Joey a shout out. I'm like, I'm zooming up in the camera, and I look triggered, you know, his triggered face, and I'm like, Joey with those fucking numbers.
Sega is triggered.
Triggered. Yeah, I did them all. The only thing I forgot to is the what thing. So I hope Sega doesn't get mad at me. I did everything else. I talked about how he talks to Valerie. I talk about, like, I miss filthy Georgia. Everything. I just forgot the what thing.
All right. Yeah. So I came up with this idea. We're gonna have a little fun with you and with the chat. This is my greatest idea I came up with. We're gonna play a game.
Okay,
you like
cool.
Games?
I'm game.
Do you want to play a game?
Oh yeah. Yeah, fucking Star style. Yeah. I want to play a game.
Chat. I want the chat. This is everybody involved, not just Fears. Okay, I want the chat to get involved to answer these questions. Let's all have some fun with this.
And I'm impressed with the chat. These are actual questions. I thought they were going to be like hilarious questions, like, Fears, when was your first diarrhea and shit? You know?
Fears, when was your first diarrhea?
Oh, it was a long time ago.
All right. So this is called Would You Rather. I don't know if you ever heard of that before.
I've heard of that. I don't think I've ever played.
Would you rather? So basically, I have 2 different options. You have would you rather blank or would you rather blank, and you pick one. It's plain and simple.
Okay,
everybody in the chat down with it? All right, we're gonna play it. Let me know your answers in the chat. We'll answer them. We'll talk about them. We'll get Fears' input. Got some fun, nifty things. We'll start off a little easy here. Would you rather?
Yeah, let's get down. But let's really get down to the nitty gritty here, people.
Gritty. All right. Would you rather only eat KFC for a month or only eat Taco Bell for a month?
KFC all the way.
And why KFC?
I just like KFC better than Taco Bell.
It's got more variety. I mean, it's not I guess wrong because it's just chicken. I guess the size.
Well, after Carrie put a nacho chip in her, you know what, it kind of made me go off Taco Bell for a little while.
Darren McCarthy says, would you rather sleep with Valerie or sleep with a hot supermodel?
I'm not even answering that.
Dude says Taco Bell by a mile. Yeah, I gotta go with Taco Bell. Like, I think KFC is probably better for you, but I don't know. I got a soft spot for
I
Taco
mean,
Bell.
I do love Taco Bell, but if I had to eat it for a whole month, probably KFC.
Joy has a good point. They are owned by the same company, so there are some that have both Taco. There's actually one by my house. I forgot that has
Wait,
KFC and Taco Bell.
are
Yeah,
they really owned? I didn't know that.
yeah. KFC and Taco Bell, I think Pizza Hut are all the same owners. I've
Really?
seen Pizza Hut Taco Bells.
Wow. I had no
Yeah,
idea.
mind blown.
It is.
All right. Would you rather dress like royalty or dress like a pimp?
Royalty.
Royalty, because you're British or half British.
Oh, yes.
Oh yes. You know what's funny now? And every time I drink tea, I like think of like your impression. You're like, oh yes, I love my cup of tea.
I would love a croissant and a cup of tea. Oh, you're wonderful.
Just jolly good show.
Bloody marvelous.
So Yakov says you dress like a pimp.
Of course he would. I'm
Pimping
gonna
ain't
come on
easy, man.
camera and I'm gonna come on camera and debut my new Wizard World hat.
Oh, are you? Hold on. I got it only on me, so because I'm very only me. What? Is that a beanie?
It's a beanie. That's all they had left. Because I've
Hey,
already
that's a
bought
good.
their
Because you got a hat, so
Yeah, yeah. I
nice.
mean, I like some beanies, but I've already bought their 2 Wizard World hats, and I went right up to their booth. Was like, "Do you guys have any other like Wizard World hats?" And they were like, "Well, we have a black one and a white one." I was like, "I've already got the white one. I've already got the black one." I'm like, "Anything else?" And the
Nice.
lady like the lady had a massive booth, and she's like, "Well, let me go to the back because I know there's a box full of different hats." And I said, "Okay." And there was one beanie left because I bought it on the very last day. And she's like, "Well, since it's the last day," she's like, "it was 10. How about I just sell it to you for 5?" I was like, "That's fine. Give me $5, or I will give you $5." And so yeah, big W, and then
Big dub.
Wizard World Comic Con.
I like that. That's nice.
It's pretty good. I mean, it's pretty good for $5. So heck yeah.
Nice. Cool. So we had one from the chat. They asked, would you rather be CEO of Apple or CEO of Wizard World?
World hands down. I mean, I love
Really?
Apple products, but yeah, because
I
I've
feel
been
like the
trying to get a
money is,
job with
I think
Wizard
like the
World.
money is at Apple though.
I know the money's at Apple, but I love Wizard World, and I've been actually trying to get a job with them for a while. Like any job where they have like put up like a social media thing or anything like that. I
That's true.
volunteered. I volunteered at Wizard World a couple of times. I just haven't been able to get my foot in the door. So if they were like, "Hey, Fears, you want to be the CEO?" Because I love going to conventions,
Just
and if you
ask,
were,
hey, you can.
yeah, if you were the CEO, I think the CEO has to go to every single convention. I asked them
Probably.
one. I asked them one time. I'm like, I was like, do the corporate people go to the conventions? And they were like, oh yeah, they're like all the corporate guys go to every single convention, and I'm obsessed with conventions, so that's a no-brainer. So I love Apple products. I know maybe the money's there, but I'd be more happier if I was the CEO of Wizard World. Hell yeah.
Just man, you filmed so much at our Wizard World. We're gonna make you CEO of Wizard World.
I have over half my
That's gonna be your
videos.
dream tonight. You're gonna go to sleep tonight on your little pillow, and you're gonna like all of a sudden have a dream of being CEO of Wizard World.
Hell yeah.
And you're gonna be like all those cosplayers. You're gonna be like, so we're gonna host auditions at my office here.
Yeah. And you know what?
So,
My cosplays were real big. They had no idea. Nobody knew who the Sega Camp Gamer was.
well,
Like
I
one guy,
figured.
I was maybe hoping someone would. Like it would blow my mind if someone knew. And they actually came up. Like one guy's like, "So you're half professional, half, home buddy and comfort." And he's like, "I'm gonna guess you're a lazy business associate." That's what he said. And I'm like, "Nope, nope, I'm not a lazy business associate." I'm like, "That is funny though." And I said, "Here, let me pull up the guy's channel." And so I pulled up
Nice.
Sega's channel, and I said, "Subscribe to this guy." I'm like, "He is funny as hell. He's a great guy. He's hilarious." And this guy's like, "So," and the guy didn't get the bathrobe with the shirt and tie. He's like, "So wait a minute." So he's like, "What's his deal? Like he plays video games in his bathrobe?" I'm like, "Look, I don't have to explain the Sega Camp Gamer, right? He is the Sega Camp Gamer. Just invest in his genius." I'm like, he loves playing video games, but he's at home, so he likes to be in comfort. So he throws on the mystical, magical bathrobe, and energy and
Yeah.
amazement, you know, are created when he puts that bathrobe on.
So the dude says like, oh, the CEO can never be at every Wizard World, and Joey with the numbers goes, he can go to every con. He's a wizard.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Let's see. Timmy MC says, John Fears, would you rather have sex with Mary Norris or have sex with Kindly Myers? But Randall is in the room
Give me
commenting
one
the whole
second,
time.
Jason.
Okay. Oh, that was fun. What, I don't even know Mary. I know Mary Norris has popped up in chats, but I have no clue what Mary Norris looks like, or if that's even a real female. So, I think he would still go with Kindly Myers, even if Randall is in the room commentating the whole time. I would. It ain't gonna bother me. Mayor once phone. It's funny because I did some research on these would you rather questions. One of them was like, would you rather be president of the United States or be, I forgot what the other one was, but everyone was like, no, I don't want to be president. Like there's so much stress under that job, like it's ridiculous. There's like a side-by-side comparison of Obama from when he got inducted. I don't know the word right now.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, you're back. But Obama looked like shit after 8 years.
I'm sorry.
That's fine.
My dad came in and he was like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm on my buddy I'm on my buddy Jason's show." He's like, "Oh," he's like, "Is the internet working?" I'm like, "Not really." I'm like, "That's why I'm on my phone." I'm like, "This whole time I've been trying to get on the internet. It's like in and out. Sometimes it works. It works perfectly fine on my phone, but whenever you try it on the computer, it's like in and out." But anyway, Let's continue on.
Okay. Timmy MC says, would you rather have sex with Mary Norris, or have sex with Kindly Myers, where Randall is in the room commentating the whole time?
I'm not even answering that because Timmy's always interested in my sex life. It's ridiculous. It's crazy.
I answered it. I was like, I don't care. Kindly Myers. I don't even know what Mary Norris looks like, but Kindly Myers is hot. And I really don't care about Randall in the corner commenting. So that's my opinion.
You wouldn't care if Randall was in the corner doing a play-by-play. I would.
I'm just like, whatever. I'm doing my thing over here. Like if you got involved, I'd be like, no.
And if Randall wasn't there, Kindly Myers all the way. Because
he's like, I can imagine like Randall behind like a table, like at a wrestling show. He's got like a headset on and everything's like, and there goes Jason. He is going in there to, oh my God, he's got her in a lockup hold.
Jason's in there and he's really giving it to her. Yep. He's really pounding the Christ out of her.
All right, next question. Would you rather swim in a pool full of poop or your head stuck up an elephant's butt?
Oh, man. I mean, both are.
This is one of my questions, too.
Oh, is this one of your questions?
Both of them are, it's one of my questions.
Both of them are unplugged. I guess the pool of poop, because you could just jump in real quick and then just jump out.
Yeah, I probably would do the same. I feel like you'd suffocate in the elephant's butt.
Yeah, but if you were in the elephant's butt, then you'd have a hard time getting your head out. So probably the pool.
Yeah. Okay, I agree. All right. Would you rather be fat and smell fantastic or be fit and smell terrible?
Is this from the chat?
No, this is me. Is it because it's like me, you answer, but the chat, you're like, I'm not answering that?
Well, no, some of them are ridiculous.
I literally just looked these up on Google. I picked the funniest ones. Like there's some that's like, would you rather eat ketchup for a week or mustard for a week? It's like that's no fun. You need the nitty gritty ones.
Probably thin.
Does it smell bad?
Yeah, because I hate being overweight because I let myself go. You know, that's what deodorant's for. You just spray on a shitload of deodorant.
Yep. Just carry a can of Axe body spray with you all day and you're good to go.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Would you rather, if it's from the chat, I acknowledge who it's from, but otherwise these are all my questions. Would you rather be electrocuted for 10 seconds or slapped 20 times?
Slapped 20 times.
Yeah. Because I don't know how hard the slaps are. You know, they could be just gentle.
Well, that and I've never been electrocuted, never want to be electrocuted, so I'm sure it doesn't feel good. So yeah, I wouldn't mind getting slapped because in between the slaps you could take breaks, like do 5 slaps and be like, all right, I need a break. Then all of a sudden keep going and do the rest of them.
It reminds me of Slapsgiving. You ever see How I Met Your Mother? Bits and pieces.
Yes, bits and pieces of it.
That
Jason,
makes-
you're obsessed with bits and pieces. I love it.
Because you say it so much. It's great.
I know.
Love it.
I didn't even mean for it to be like a Fierce trademark, but now it is.
So in basically in How I Met Your Mother, they had this whole thing called Slapsgiving because like I forgot what the bet was or something, but two of these characters, these two male characters, had a bet, and one of them lost, so they had basically the one got to slap the other one 5 times. So he's like, "Okay, do it, just slap me." And he's like, "No." So he slapped him once. He's like, "I'm gonna save him." And like throughout like literally like 2 or 3 years of episodes, he would slap him like random moments. Like you forget until he does it. And you're like, "Oh my god, the slap!" And then you're just like, he'll whack him out of nowhere. It was one of the funniest things I thought from that show.
All right, my internet is working a little bit better, so I'm going to attempt to come on my computer.
Okay.
So I'm still going to stay on the phone just in case it cuts out because, like, it wouldn't even let me open up, like, to, you know, the internet, and now it is. So I'm like, all right, well, maybe it's working now.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yakov says that How I Met Your Mother is bad. I mean, I wasn't obsessed with it. I just thought that flat Slapsgiving thing was funny, Yakov. The dude says he's been electrocuted. It sucks. I'd rather get slapped.
how did the dude get electrocuted?
Yeah, how did you get electrocuted? Were you on death row and then you escaped and you're not really the dude?
Yeah, these are all important questions.
Boom, boom. Oh, we got 2 fears in here.
Okay.
Whoa.
Give me a second. All right.
Like,
All right.
all right.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. You have your headset?
Yeah. Just give me a second.
Okay. Give me a second.
I'm sorry that there's been so many problems tonight. It's all convenient. All right.
Yakov was worried. He thought it was a troll fears, but he got worried.
Did he?
Yeah.
I'm glad he's so.
So the dude says, I was trying to find the outlet holes to plug something in and couldn't see. I found them and plugged it in while I was still touching the metal and it electrocuted me.
Give me one second.
I got a good electrocution story. So when I used to work at the theater, we used to have to do maintenance on the building twice a year, different areas each time. And one of my coworkers, one of the light switches, like in the theaters, it's kind of one of those like slot light switches, you know, where you need to use either like it's a metal key, like thin keys, or like almost like a flathead screwdriver to hit it. And the casing on it broke off. When somebody was trying to do it with the key, they pushed that insert piece that sticks out to flip the light switch, and it got pressed in. So we literally had to take the plate off to pull the plug back out or pull that out. So we can't see it. He's using his knife, and this is when phone flashlights weren't available. So we didn't grab a flashlight. I don't know why we weren't thinking of grab a flashlight. He's using his knife in this little dark hole to reach in and grab the outlet, and all of a sudden, like you just see this like spark, and smoke came out of the outlet.
Okay.
It's like
now it's coming through. Now it's coming through my headset. All right. Good.
Okay. Let me just finish the story real fast. And I thought he just started I expected this guy to start coughing smoke out of his mouth because he just literally got electrocuted right in front of me. But he was alive and doing well. Yeah.
All right. See, now I can see the chat. Okay. Cool.
Cool. So yeah, that was his.
All right. So are we still playing that game, or you got any more questions?
Oh yeah,
for me?
I got a few more.
Okay.
Let me see.
Well, we have to keep the internet going a little. We have to keep the interview going a little bit longer because of all the problems that we've had. Because I feel like such a bad guest. I'm so sorry, Jason.
No, you're fine.
I'm telling you, it was working perfectly. Like 20 minutes before, I'm like, all right, cool, everything's going good. I'll just sit here. It's icy out. I'll just get home. Without getting killed. Because they were like, hey, we're closing up the coffee shop like 2 hours early, and I'm like, oh, don't worry about it.
I like this question. Would you rather give up social media for the rest of your life or TV and movies?
Probably social media.
Yeah.
I can't live without movies and TV and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be awful.
It would.
Actually, I would like without social media because we lived a good, I don't know how long, maybe 2 decades, into our 20s without social media. And now it's just consumes everyone's life and it's sickening, I think.
It does. I mean, with social media, is as long as it doesn't as long as you use it for good, I would say, and don't let it consume you, then you can have fun with it, you know. But some people tend to abuse it sometimes, you know.
True. All right. So my next question here.
Okay, dude, I'm excited.
Would you rather?
Throw a hard one at me, Jason. Come on, come on. You know,
What's a good one?
We've been friends for 10 or 11 years. You know, you can pick into Fears' brain and into Fears' life. I'm ready. Let's do it.
Here we go. Joey, I don't give a shit about the Kardashians. Would you rather lick peanut butter off a homeless man's foot or lose $1,000 in the stock market?
Jesus. Well, I don't have a toe fetish, so I would, yeah, you know, if I was a millionaire, I'd love to lose $1,000 because I'm not licking.
You're not a millionaire. No. This is literally like right now, got in your head. You either got to lick this man's foot or you're gonna lose $1,000.
I'd rather lose $1,000 because I'm not licking anyone's feet. That's just.
I would lick the foot. I'd be like, it's peanut butter at least, so it tastes all right.
I don't care. No way.
I just like I can't. No I don't lose $1,000.
I'm good. I'm good.
All right. Would you rather?
But see, you and Amy are into that kinky shit, you know.
What does that got to do with kinkiness? I don't want $1,000.
I was joking, Jason. I was joking. I was just playing.
Don't talk about my kinky life or 50 Shades of Grey's room.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, did you see my new random acts of kindness?
I did. Remember, I commented.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm sorry.
That guy was like in your other video. I tagged the other video that he was in. I found it. I thought it was crazy.
Yeah, I love that joke. Though, you sure that guy's homeless, Fears? And I didn't recognize him until he said something, and then all of a sudden the second video popped to my mind, and I was like, "Oh yeah, it is him." Yeah. I felt bad that I had to help. I felt bad that I had to help him again. I'm like, I wish he would have got back on his feet. But yeah.
Well, I only said that because it's actually been a big. I don't know about other states, but I know in Arizona here has been in the news lately about people faking being homeless. And, to get money.
I know for a fact that guy's homeless because you see him walking around O'Fallon and Wentzville all the time. All the time.
Well, these people literally are making it jobs. They're not even working. They literally make $500 to $600 a week doing this.
Well, that's disgusting. If people are pretending that they're homeless, that's just stupid.
It's a society we live in, unfortunately. So yeah. All right, next question.
All right, now you guys can actually see me because my actual camera is ready now.
All right, I'll put the camera now.
You know what? I can't do an interview without my official Say I Can't glasses on. All right, so I have to throw them on. No, I'm just joking.
Sniddles.
Sniddles. Do you actually like the beanie, Jason? Would you wear any beanies?
So it's funny. I actually do after I shower because my hair is so long right now that it just gets in my face and stuff. So I got a hat on because like I just went to the gym and stuff. So I put my hat on. I put a hat on. But my hair is so you lose it. My hair is like hippie length almost again.
Oh, I can't wait. I remember when it was like. I remember when it's down. Yeah, I gotta see it. Oh, dude, there it is. The hippiness is coming out.
Oh god, there it is.
Dude, your hair is flowing in the wind. Jesus.
Well, there's no wind in here, so it's not flowing.
It is flowing.
Yeah, it's.
See, that's another one of Fears' quotes though. I used to say "flowing in the wind" way back in college. You just don't remember that one.
Oh no, I remember it.
Yeah. Jason's like, how could I forget it? No, I got this. I got this beanie. I got this beanie for 3 reasons. One, because it's a new hat, and I was like, kind of getting sick and tired of the other 2 hats. I'm like, I want something new. I hadn't bought any new Wizard World merch in a while. And she's like, well, we have technically another hat. I was like, all right, give me. I'm like, I love hats, so give me another one. And she's like, we only have the beanie left. So that was one reason. The second reason was I don't have too many things to keep my my ears warm because it's so cold here right now. And then the third one, it just looks cool. So I was like, why not?
Yakov has peaced out. Thank you, Yakov. Thank you for the shout outs to me and Fears.
Thanks. I appreciate it. Oh, he's taking off. Well, have a nice one. Have a nice night.
All right. Next, I got 2 left for you, unless anybody asks any more. The dude says, nice dude, Jason. I wouldn't wear a hat all the time if I were you. Though, throw some pomade in there, blow dry it, and let it flow. I actually use pomade. Because my hair is a mess from the gym, I don't feel like my hair.
The dude is a pretty smart man. Yeah, let the women see that flowing hippie hair. It's a must. Do it.
I rarely wear hats anymore, so I just, on this occasion, I wear a hat. All right, question. Would you rather transform into anybody or anything in the world or teleport anywhere in the world?
transform into someone, because there's a whole bunch of people that I like look up to, and I would love to live their life for like a day or two. So transform into someone. Now, do I have to
like name like 2 people?
Okay, I was gonna ask like if you wanted me to say who I would.
You get 2, just 2.
Okay, I've got 2. The first one is Steven Spielberg, because he's such a great filmmaker. I would love to just see what his life is like for a day. And the second one, definitely one of my old buddies that I used to go to church camp with. I miss him a lot, and he passed away. I forgot. He passed away when he was so young. I forgot what he had, some type of illness. And I would like for him to come back and somehow, some way. And he was such a cool dude.
Yeah.
And it was right when me and him started like kind of making our old short films. Like, I mean, I still have some short films from when I made from like 5 years old to 16 that I haven't even uploaded yet. I should upload all those old like cheesy short films. And me and him kind of like did some together. So, and his name was David. And I'd like for him to come back. So I'd love to like transform into like David and like kind of bring him back. Because I miss him a lot. He was such a cool guy, and he died way too young. I think he died when he was, I met him when I was 9 or 10, and I think he died when he was 19 or 20, somewhere around there. So he didn't live that long, and I miss him a lot. So shout out to David.
Cool. All right, last one. Probably the hardest question you'll get.
Last question?
Well, my would you rather game.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, now that the internet's flown, we got to keep it going, dude. Because I'm like, the whole first half of it, I was like, I feel such like a bad interview, or being a person coming on interview. All right, go ahead.
Would you rather eat a handful of hair?
Okay.
Or a handful of nail clippings?
Hair.
Really?
Yeah. The toenail clippings. It's all crunchy and shit.
I would rather eat toenails.
Really?
I have the biggest hair like phobia. Like, I'm not like disturbed by it, but man, like any hair. Even funny because I have long hair too.
Yeah, I'm like,
but,
that's funny because like you have a flowing beard and like
Amy knows it, because like she'll pick out of like the drain from like our shower and like put it on me or throw it on me. I will scream like a girl. Like, I just long hair, like strained hairs too, like in the sink. I'm just like, ah. It's
well,
like,
and then Harley has hair all over her body, so you would think like you'd be fine with it.
She sheds, so it's like small hair, so it's nothing really. But like long hair,
it's only if the hair.
It's like long hairs.
So long hair, either like in the sink or in the shower, like gets on you, then you just kind of freak out. Okay.
Yeah, bunched up hairs like. Ugh.
Well, I mean, I'm OCD about keeping everything clean, So yeah, if I saw hair in the bathtub, I'd be like, all right, time to spend a couple hours cleaning the bathroom.
Right. God damn.
Well, goddamn. Nice quote from Pixel. I like that.
Great Pixel protocol. I haven't seen him in that. What's up with that?
Yeah. I love Yakov's little like sign off. All right, peace out for real. Bung out and chung out and bong out and fucking losing it. Oh, I am fucking losing it.
Losing it.
Losing it.
So you want to talk about movie props, Piers? I think I got your beat here.
You sure about that?
Harley Quinn baseball bat.
Oh, nice. That is pretty cool.
Real wood and everything.
That's awesome.
Now it's just waiting to be signed by my dream woman, Margot Robbie, and then.
Oh yes.
Now we're talking.
And now we're talking, exactly. And I don't know if they know this. I know this about you because like I'm one of your best friends, but Jason likes Batman so much that he named his dog after Harley Quinn. So
I like Batman.
Yeah, just a tad, right? No, I think that's cool. I think that's cool when people do that. Like, if I ever got a dog, I would probably name him Ray. From Ray Stantz, or like I'd call him Stay Puffed or something, or whatever, or Puff or whatever.
Awesome.
Yeah, Stay Puff. Yeah.
Where's Stay Puffed?
Yeah, something.
Slimer. If he's a drooly dog.
Slimy, yeah, that actually would be cool. I didn't even think about that one, but no, that is a cool movie prop. But the most recent one I got, it's a replica. But it looks really cool. I was walking by a booth, and literally it was about 20 minutes until the convention got done. And I was like, man, I haven't bought that much because I only had like a limited budget, right? So I bought a couple of stickers of Ghostbuster, bought a kind of like a drawing / it wasn't a painting, but it was the size of a painting. And the guy had very interesting art And I said, well, what do you do? And he goes, do you remember like when we were kids and the designs on cereal boxes were so great, so elaborate? I was like, yeah. He goes, well, what I do is, he goes, I recreate those, but then I make a parody of it. So like if it was like, Kellogg's Pops, it's Kellogg's Snots. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, that's cool. And I was like, tell you what, I'm like, I do like your art. I'm like, do you have any Ghostbuster related ones? And he literally had one. He goes, I do. I've got 2 left. And it was called Stay Puffs. And I had a big Stay Puff, and he was like eating cereal and had like slime coming off the cereal bowl. So I got that. And then I got just some pins and some other stuff. But the best thing I got was Friday the 13th, the mask. And it is awesome, dude. I'm gonna Instagram it soon, so you'll be able to check it out.
Nice. And
I'll be able to put it on Facebook and stuff. But that was the best one I got. So yeah, I'm like you said, I'm planning to get all of them. Pixel even told me about there's. Did you ever play the Nintendo game? The 8-bit one.
Just Nintendo?
Yeah, just the Nintendo Friday the 13th. You know how?
Oh, I don't think so. No.
The one in there, he's got a purple jumpsuit on, which makes no sense, and a blue hockey mask. And they actually made a blue hockey mask. And Jason's like, well, Fears, if you want to get them all, you got to get the 8-bit hockey mask. And I'm like, I don't have it yet, but it will. It'll be on there. I'll get it eventually, but yeah.
Nice. So, well, what's one project that you could say that you like are hoping to do this year, or at least like accomplish?
Whenever Keegan gets his life sorted out and we get back to making short films, because I have total respect for him, he's going through a lot. Like he literally called and said, dude, tell the fans it's not that I don't want to do it. I said, well, Keegan, it's okay, because I said sometimes I have anxiety and I have self-confidence about making short films, but I'm getting better at it. He's like, well, you shouldn't care. I'm like, I know. I'm like, everybody's been telling me that. I'm like, we'll eventually get to it. But when he eventually gets back to it, I really want to do a remake / parody of I just had it, MacGyver. I want to recreate / do a parody of MacGyver, like the intro. I also want to do that short film that I wrote, Looking for Love, that everybody's been anticipating about. I think it'll be good. And then Keegan really wants to do a sequel to our Punisher short film. And I was like, we can do that. I'm like, I haven't wrote it. I haven't wrote it yet. I don't know what we could film, but yeah. And then we need to
find out about Keegan's character now. What is he watching him for? What's going to happen next?
Exactly.
Will the tripod return?
Yes. I can't believe I forgot that.
You should just, as a joke, at some spot, leave a tripod in the corner.
Should I?
It would be so funny. You might as well rip on. Dude, I rip on myself with videos like.
That's true.
When people are saying I made a clickbait video, I made a video poking fun at my video for being clickbait. Like,
what was the one that you did clickbait about?
So my one that went viral basically was
I've watched a lot of your videos, but it's because I've been jumping from jobs and stuff and working in life. I haven't got to all of them, but you are my best friend, so I swear to God I'll get to all of them. I know for a fact you haven't watched all my. I know for a fact you haven't. I know for a fact, Jason, you haven't watched all my videos, so it's cool.
You know what's funny? Like the other day, because like at my work, I can sit at my desk, I can listen to podcasts or I'll YouTube streams, especially like if you're doing a stream or Matt is, I can listen to it because I don't need to watch it because you're not doing it. You're just sitting and talking.
Well, plus you're at work. You don't want the boss coming around going, hey, what's this crazy guy at a coffee shop and another guy in a freaking bathrobe and Matt saying you fucking mooks and shit. Like your boss would think we're probably nuts.
Well, they don't. We're allowed to listen to music and listen to our phones and stuff.
Well, that's cool.
It's pretty
your boss was way better than mine. My boss was like, no music, no fun, just sit there and do your freaking job. And I'm just like, freaking evil dude. It was nuts.
Yeah. Well, certain businesses, I get it, but
yeah. No, I understand.
So
anyway, what were you saying? So it went viral, and then you were watching ours, and then what happened?
Oh no. So I got just quick story. So my video went viral. I'll go to that one. My video went viral. And everybody immediately started calling it clickbait because in the title of it said "World's Largest Geocache," but it had 8 question marks in it and exclamation points.
Yeah, and everybody's like,
everybody went by, or then everybody started calling me for doing clickbait. And I'm like, I didn't purposely do it that way. I literally all I did was title it that because it was this huge container that looked like a geocache. So I just titled it that. and everybody's like freaked out, but it got like 115,000 views. I'm just like,
Now that guy's that you were watching are yours.
the what?
I said the one that got 115,000 views was the person that you were watching, or was it yours?
It was mine.
Yeah,
I
don't think I've seen that one. I need to see one because I remember you calling me or writing Facebook like, dude, you'll never guess. Like, my video went viral, and I was so happy for it. I was like, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, and I was just like, okay. So we like, I mean, it was like, Rob, I'm getting all this controversy about everybody calling it clickbait. Looks like my parents have a huge one of those like storage containers like you see on like ship and cargo trains and stuff. And I was like, well, let's pretend like we're gonna use that and hide it as a geocache. So we filmed like a little like comedy sketch. So we're like, I'm like, hey, this is the geocache. I'm gonna hide it. And, like, there's all this junk in there, like work boots and like old bicycles and stuff. I'm like, yeah, these are stuff people can trade for. This bicycle's flat. He's like ripping on me and stuff. And I was like, screw it, let's rip back at them for calling me a clickbait.
Maybe at the end of this interview, link me, because I watch a lot of yours. I don't think I saw the viral one. So link me and I'll watch it tonight before I go to bed. So, and then what was the other story? I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm sorry.
Oh, so like, because at my work I can listen in like YouTube episodes or whatever. I like went back to your channel, Fearsman. I want to find like your like one of your oldest blog or not blogs. Your
you can say it, Jason. You can say it, Jason. One of my shitty old vlogs.
No, your streams. Like,
oh, okay.
So I was always kind of curious. It's sort of like a time capsule. Like I went back to see like your conversations, and you were talking about I think it's before Force Awakens came out, and I was just like, holy crap, this is like ancient. You know, it feels like it was like 2 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it's like funny to kind of go back and listen to those like streams, like because you had like, Matt on and Randy.
Yeah, every once in a while, I'll go back. Like I went back to like one of the very first drawing videos that Randall did, and he was like so chipper and happy. He's like, "We're gonna do a drawing video, and I'm gonna crush it." And he was like going ballistic with it. It was awesome. Yes.
Yeah, he seemed to be a lot better. He seems like he's in pretty good mood on your streams.
Yeah, yeah. He just needed a break, and now he's back. Now, I will give Joey this. I'm reading it. He says he deletes all of his old streams. I have in the past, but I'm not going to do that anymore. Once they're up, they're up. So.
Oh man, I missed the chest shaving stream though.
I know. Well, it's a good thing you missed it because I can't believe they convinced me to do that. I must have been on drugs that day or something. I don't know what was going through my head.
The fact that like somebody in the parking lot or wherever they was walked in with a razor, like. That means they were watching your stream and knew where you were.
They were watching. It was crazy, and I didn't trust the dude. And there was razors like in the gas station, like selling razors. And so I was like, I don't trust you. I said, if you go buy one, I'll do it. I didn't think in a million years he'd go buy one. And then there was no shaving cream, and then Carrie put.
She used water or something.
No, she put water and mixed it with like women's hand lotion, and it came off. Yeah, I wish it could have been ranch dressing. Yeah. No, yeah, it was crazy.
That's funny. Yeah.
Right.
So
next question.
I'm out of questions. No.
Are you?
I'm just flowing with it. I prepped like a few, but like I don't have enough to prep for like an hour and a half conversation. Something.
Okay,
like
here we go. I got a question for you.
All right.
This was after our friendship had started. Maybe even after film school, because I don't know when this came upon in your mind. So I'll ask. What was like one video that I made that really impressed you when you're like, oh shit, like Fears actually took a lot of time on this? Because sometimes I've gotten a lot of advice from my buddy Jason and said, you know, sometimes I've seen you Fears like rush through videos. Other times like when you know, you have more time, you put more effort into it. So my question is, what was one video that you loved from start to finish? You were like, God damn, I'm really impressed with this. Like he really put a lot of time and effort into it.
So I know you just had a vlog recently. I think it was a vlog, or that it was a video on your Fearsman26. I can't remember though off the top of my head. It was a recent one, like within the last few weeks or maybe a month, and I was like, this is really good, like start to finish. Like you had the right premise down, the right shots and everything. And if I go back, I don't want to go through all your channels right now and try to find it again. But I will say there was one recently that I thought, wow,
you know what it was about? Because it probably wasn't a short film or something, because I haven't done one in a while. It was probably a vlog. It was probably a vlog. Do you know what it was about?
No, I'll browse on YouTube here and see if I see anything. But like, yeah, like it flowed right. It seemed good. It seemed right and smart in the way you did it. And
nice. Shout out while Jason's looking this up. Shout out to everyone in the chat. I hope you guys have been enjoying the vlogs and the streams and all the other videos that I do. And look out for some exciting stuff coming soon.
I think it was an interview now that I think about it.
I think, well, the last interview I did, I think was with Sega. So
not like a not blog interview, like Fearsman26, like a celebrity.
Oh, okay. Well, the recent ones with the interviews, I did Wyatt Wheat. He was the Star Trek Predator guy.
That guy, I think it might have been him. He seemed like really on point with you. Just
and the person that was filming it, was really good. Like anytime I referenced his pictures that he signed, she would like scroll down. So and did a shot of like the picture in the video, and then she would scroll back up to me and his face. So yeah.
Nice.
So yeah. But yeah.
Yeah. I gotta catch up on my content.
I know. I'm trying to catch up on my content. I'm so far behind. I've only got about 3 or 4 interviews from Contamination that's still in 2017, and then I'll be ready to roll right into the Wizard World content. So, and I've got so many boxes in my room. I was gonna do like a unboxing, and I just haven't had time to do that. But look out for it, guys. The unboxing video it's going to be a Star Trek Next Generation unboxing. All the stuff that I unbox is going to be Star Trek Next Generation related. So what's one of your favorite ones from the past that you love, that you'll always love from the past that I threw up?
You've made so many videos for it. I can't remember my videos.
I know. I put a lot up. I
go back on my channel and I look at something like, man, this is 3 years now because I've been posting full time for 3 years, and I'm like, there's so much content.
Yeah, Randy actually, I think, looked up. He said Fears, because I don't know the exact number. He goes, but you have well over 1,000 videos on Fearsman26, and he said Fears vlogs, it's about halfway to 1,000. I think he like looked it up one day and said, I think you already have about 400 or 500 videos on Fears vlog, so you're close to getting to 1,000, just like Fearsman26. And I was like, I never counted, Randall. I said, I just make the content and throw it up, and hopefully people like it. And if they don't like it, then oh well, at least I tried, Yeah. So I have gotten a lot better at ignoring the comments and just kind of like cracking jokes and like how you said, just ripping on yourselves. By the way, I like your idea, Jason. I may just have to what I should do is put a tripod way in the background and then put like a sign on saying, this is not a mistake. I actually meant to do this. And like, just kind of like tape it on there,
No, you just leave it in the corner, like
way in the background.
Or like get your end credits shot, like when you have the credits roll, like it'd just be like a static shot of like the street or something and cars driving by, and then there's just like a tripod on the side of the road.
I'll do it. Don't think I won't do it. I will.
Be great.
I'll get it in there somehow.
Or you just like go buy like a shit tripod at like Goodwill or something like that, and then just like have a static shot, and you just chuck it across and be like, here's your fucking tripod. Just throw it across.
Yeah, but like, you motherfuckers, you gave me so much crap on the tripod. And just throw it. That'd be awesome. It would be.
So
awesome.
People probably have heard from my perspective of it. Why don't you give your perspective of the cabin trip?
Oh, the cabin trip was legendary.
People ask me about this all the time.
Now, nothing bad happened on the cabin.
No, but what happened to you though, like on this cabin trip?
Okay, so all right, before I give my perspective, what did you say? Because I've heard bits and pieces.
I never even really. People have asked me about it because I think you brought it up in streams, or I brought it up, but we never actually told the stories.
Well, we told all the stories last time, and then some idiot had to come in and ruin your stream. So.
Oh no, we never even talked about it on that stream. I thought
we did. I thought we told a whole bunch of stories last time.
No, we talked about just how we met. We didn't talk about the stream.
Oh, okay. Well, my perspective of it was how long have we been friends when that camping trip came? I think a year, right?
Yeah, like maybe 2 years or so. Maybe.
So our friendship was already great, and I had never went on a big like friend trip. I mean, me and Eric took like little mini ones. Like we would go camping here and there, and the biggest one that me and Eric took was like down to like Florida with me. So I had done a little bit, but that was like the first one away from like that, like my home and stuff. And I was like, dude, I can't wait to go on this trip. So I was excited. So literally, Jason, I prepared. I bought a new sleeping bag. I saved up some money. And you were telling me about the cabin, and in my mind, I didn't expect your mom and dad's cabin to be that big. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Sorry.
So I didn't expect it to be that huge of a cabin. I meant maybe like some cabin in the back of the woods, like maybe it could only fit like 3 or 4 people in it. And I was expecting like a traditional like log cabin. All of a sudden we pull up and this thing is like Fears' mansion on crack. I'm like, this thing is amazing. And I'm like, I look at you and I remember saying something like, this is a cabin. He's like, well, this is a more fancier cabin, Fears, but it is a cabin.
More modern.
Yeah, a more modern cabin. And he goes, it's got air conditioning, it's got a TV, it's got all like the, you know, compliments of life. And I was like, dude, this thing's amazing. And I went outside, and my perspective of it, I had a blast. The only thing that I hated was my Crohn's kicking in, I think, on the second day, and it only lasted for a couple hours. It only lasted for about maybe 7 or 8 hours. And so the way Crohn's work, whenever you have it, the way I get over it is I take my medicine and then I either puke it out or shit it out, or I just go to sleep, and after a couple hours it goes away. And so I remember the first thing I did is when I got out there on Friday, I went out, you know, like where your deck is, Jason? Well, that's such a beautiful view. I was like, man, I'm gonna go check this view out. And I remember you had a couple of seats there, and I sit down and I just looked off, and you could see tons of trees, and you can see like a mountain or whatever, like way in the distance, like way in the distance from what I remember. And it was like, man, this is such a beautiful view. So the Friday was amazing. Saturday, the only thing that sucked about Saturday was me getting sick. Like, but before I got sick, like we went airsofting on Saturday. Saturday night, we made that funny like cabin short film that I make a cameo in, and like that one guy punches me in the face like in the video, and it made no sense. And you guys were like running around and like shooting guns off and stuff, and it was great. It was awesome. And then Sunday, I can't remember what else did we do on Sunday, because I can't remember what we did on Sunday.
Sunday was more of the relaxed day, I think, because we eventually left around either late morning, early afternoon to go home. So.
Yeah. So I'd say Friday and Saturday was my 2 favorite days, besides me getting sick. But
yeah,
of course,
so you left out a little bit, but I want to talk about.
Well, no, I'm getting to it. I know exactly what you're gonna say. Is Fears got a little mad, and my patient was wearing thin with Jason and the guys, because I was trying to sleep and trying to get better, and they were coming in, pranking me, jumping on the bed, going ballistic.
Oh, okay, hold on. Let me start off with this. So this was on the first day. This was on Friday. We drove up Friday morning.
Mm-hmm.
His tummy was acting up on the way up, and when we got there.
But see, it wasn't that bad on Friday. So
so we went out airsofting, and you were feeling well, and Reynolds was just wanting to chill. He doesn't play airsoft or anything, so he stayed back. And you know, we're like, I'm gonna stay back too. We went out airsofting, and we come back, and I asked Reynolds, like, Reynolds is on the couch watching TV, and I'm like, well, where's Fears at? And he says, oh no, he went to sleep somewhere. And we looked.
Maybe it was Friday then that I was feeling real bad. Okay, I thought it was Saturday. So just vice versa, everything I said. Yeah. So Friday was a bad day, and Saturday was a great day.
Friday, we go. I look for Fears, and he's not. We look in the guest room first, not in the guest room. Now, with this house, there's 2 rooms. There's the guest room with 2 beds, and then there's the master bedroom. Master bedroom I'm sleeping in. The other 2 beds were taken by my friend Chris and Kevin, because Kevin bought the food, and Chris.
And in my defense, I didn't know who was sleeping where, and I didn't know where the guest room was. Okay. I just walked upstairs, and I was like, you know what, that bed looks great. I'm going in there.
He's like, you're like Goldilocks. He was like, no, this bed looks just right.
Yeah. It was great.
Yeah, we look, and I'm like, he's upstairs in the bed I'm sleeping in. And I'm like, okay, you know what, guys? Fears talked about how he wants to prank everybody.
Yeah,
but we're gonna prank Fears,
which was my mistake. I should have said it.
The first time we prank him, Mike, we were playing Rock Band. This is when Rock Band was a thing. So Mike grabs the Rock Band guitar, my friend Mike, and we film it, and we go upstairs.
He was rocking it out.
Mike just jumps in we bash through the door, run in, and Mike jumps on the bed and just yells, "Let there be rock!" and like doing kind of like the Bam Margera guitar thing, like punching Fears instead of like strumming the guitar. And
it was awesome.
He was just like, "What the?" And you woke up and you're just like, "What the?" Like, Luke's so like confused because you must have been.
I was so confused in such a deep sleep. I was like, "What the hell is going on?" And then after I woke up, I kind of started laughing. And did I say, "Let the pranks begin"?
I did, because I felt I got your face of the camera, like, "Let the prank war begin," and then like. Then later that night, it went on past, you're still sleeping up there. And like, I'm like, God, he's still sleeping up there. And we're all drinking because you still weren't feeling well. So I'm like, well, let's go prank him again. So it's dark at this point. And so we all grabbed flashlights, all the flashlights in the house we can.
Oh yeah. I remember.
I had like the 2 million candlelight spotlight on you too. And like, you must have knew we were in there because like we opened the door and like without the lights on and like Mike walked in.
Yep.
And you like, I literally, before I even hit the switch, like a millisecond light switch,
Yeah.
you yell, "Don't!" And then light clicks on, and Mike just jumps on the bed because Mike's just hammered drunk at this point and just starts shaking Fears. It's like,
Well, I think you guys were a little noisy, so as you were coming up, I woke up and I was like, "Oh, here we go again." I'm like, "I know they're coming." I'm like, "Well, I'll just get ready." And so I'm like, maybe I can like stop them. I'm like, "Don't even come in. I'm still not feeling good." And you're like, "Yeah, whatever, Fears. We're coming in." And I was like, "Oh, here we go."
Yeah, and so Fears, like, that's when he kind of had he has a little anger moment. It wasn't bad. It
wasn't bad. I was like, "Dude, leave me alone. I'm trying to get some sleep." I'm like, "Fuck off."
And we were just so drunk. I remember, like, because Mike was making fun of how sweaty the bed was, and like I stuck my head. I don't know why I stuck my face against the bed. I didn't even use my hand. I used my face. I remember seeing the video of me just going, just to feel the bed.
See, whenever you have Crohn's and stuff, sometimes I sweat a lot. Like whenever I'm not feeling good, I sweat it out too. So you either shit it out, puke it out, sweat it out. So I was sleeping, and when I woke up, there's been times where I've woke up and been like completely drenched with sweat, and I've had to take a shower. So that was one of those nights where I not only puked it out, but I sweated it out. And but like I said, I understand it was, guys just ripping on guys. I don't hold anything against you.
No, it's just a funny story. Like,
it was funny. It was funny. It was awesome. I remember when you showed me the footage, I was fucking losing it. I was laughing like crazy. I'm like, if I wasn't sick and like Mike was sick, I would have been like, Jason, let's freaking prank Mike's ass and get in there right now. I would have been all over it. Just whenever you're not sick, I'm like, dude, I'm telling you, don't even mess with me right now. But like the rest of the trip was great. Like I remember that night we were getting drunk. What night was when we were getting drunk and doing the poker thing? Was that Saturday night?
So yeah, Saturday night you were better. I remember we were playing Rock Band that day during the daytime.
It was great.
Driving and stuff, airsofting, and then like I remember I was filming. We were there playing Rock Band, and you walked over, and I'm like, no, and you're like, no, and I'm like, Fierce, you should go do nut cut right now. So you ran
let's do it.
You don't know the cabin that well, so you went like in the opposite direction of the door because there's two doors that go out on each side of the deck. So you went out the long way, so we had to run all the way around the deck, which made it more epic, I think.
Well, it was so. I'm telling you guys. You should film like your next geocache. You should like let the fans know like, hey, this is where I stay when I'm out in the country and I do geocaches. You should show your guys this cabin because not only is it a beautiful atmosphere, not only is it a beautiful cabin, but like the place where your parents put the thing down, it's a perfect location. It's so so epic. The community's amazing. The spot where they actually, like the land that your parents own is epic. So I didn't know where to go. And I'm like, well, there's so many closet doors. There's so many doors. I'm like, I don't know where the hell I'm going. So I just open it up and I'm like, oh yeah, I fucking tell you what. And I like, did I do it on that deck or did I do it in front of your house?
Like, around the house, you went down the stairs and you just grabbed a tree like, I'm fucking tell you what. And you just grabbed a tree, started shaking it.
And I was going for it. Because I remember now because my face
was like, oh, now I got splinters.
Because my face was, it was in, like I had all the pine needles in my face and I just grabbed like the trunk of the tree and I'm like, I'll fucking tell you what, you motherfucker. I just like went into it and it was great. I loved it. But no, like I've got so many memories. Like we were playing poker and just drinking beer and just having fun with the guys. It was awesome.
We were playing GoldenEye
all night long, drinking.
So I remember, do you remember, I wasn't there but this is totally your story. I remember telling you, like when we drove in and I pointed out like, oh, that's the clubhouse there. They do happy hours on Saturday nights. And you were like, that day, you were like, oh, let's go to the happy hour. We're like, nah, we don't want to go down there. It's all old people. You're like, I really want to check it out. So you walked. It's probably a half a mile walk. Like, and there's no lights. There's no street lights in this neighborhood either. So you left at daylight and you came back at night.
Well, see, what I was thinking was I was like, well, this is the first time that Fears has been away from like the family. I'm like, I want to do some more epic, exciting things by myself. So I'm like, okay. And you told me about the happy hour. I was expecting, Jason was completely right, guys, for not going. He's like, no, he's like, sometimes there's some young hot chick. Sometimes there's some guys our age, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, not tonight, Fears. He's like, they're going to be all old people. And in my idiot mind, I thought, well, there'll be at least one hot chick there. And so I'm walking
up here
down.
In the middle of the woods. There'll be one hot chick.
Yeah. So the clubhouse though is actually really nice. You go in, it's pretty nice. It's epic. They have like pool. They have darts in there. From what I remember, I'm sure they've changed it around since then. Because this is what, back in 2009, 2010.
No, it's actually exactly the same still. Like, but they got pool table, foosball table. They got.
No, I'm saying, what year did we go? Was it right when we were about to graduate? Yeah, so that would be our junior year of film school, because I couldn't remember if it was junior year or senior year of film school. So I'm walking down. Jason's right. I should have grabbed a flashlight. Why I didn't grab a flashlight, I don't know. He's like, Fears, just keep walking down this path. You'll find it. So I'm walking and walking. It starts to get dark. It starts to get even more dark.
Did you get a car ride back or something?
I did. I'll get to that in a minute.
Okay, I was like,
so I'm walking. It's getting dark. And then it gets darker, and then all of a sudden it's pitch black. And I'm starting to realize, you know, if someone wanted to murder me like out of a horror film, this would be a perfect time, because I'm in the woods, Friday the 13th style.
The Manson family shows up.
Exactly. Walking down a dark road, and I'm like, and the road is so long. I thought, will I ever get to this freaking clubhouse? Finally got to it. I saw the lights on. I could see people moving around in there. And so I'm like, okay, well, it looks like it's pretty lively. I opened the door. And there's so many old people. At least they had food and drink there, though. So I literally stayed for 10 minutes just so I didn't want to, like, be rude to them, Jason, because I did walk all the whole way. And I'm like, that was a waste of time. So stayed for 10 minutes. They were making, like, hot dogs, hamburgers. They had booze and everything. So I literally just grabbed a hamburger, ate it, sucked a beer down, and just got the hell out of there. I walked back. And as I was walking back, I don't remember what the guy looked like, but it was in a pickup truck, and the guy's like, "Hey, where are you going?" And I'm like, I'm like, actually, I'm going down to this, campsite. Like, it's a big ass. It's on the left hand side. It's a big ass cabin. He's like, "Oh yeah, I know where that is." He's like, "You want to ride back?" And I should have said no, but I was so tired of walking. I was like, "Yeah, sure." So thank God he didn't like rape me or kill me or whatever.
I give you cojones to get into some stranger. Like, I probably wouldn't know. I could have known the person because it's pretty tight knit community up there.
Yeah,
so
it's a pretty tight community. Because I remember,
you being a stranger, I'd be like, I ain't getting in your truck.
I should have said that, but Jason's right. It is a very tight community, because I remember, like, from what I remember, when we drove up, isn't there a gate to get in it?
Yeah, it's gated.
Yeah, so it's gated, and like there's a couple of miles in between everyone's property. So I don't think anything would have happened, but yeah, I was pretty young back then. I should have been like, well, there's a dude asking me, like, hey, I want to ride, or do you want to ride? And he was a lot older.
Well, it gets pretty quiet up there, very quiet up there at night, because it's in the middle of the woods. But like, there's really no civilization. There's one trip we went on.
There's nothing.
And it was me, my friend Ryan, Mike, and Tim, and like we all were, and my friend Chris too, not Reynolds, different Chris, and we were hammered drunk. We killed a bottle or two of Jack Daniels between us 5.
Oh, nice, Jack.
Yeah,
nice.
And just a bunch of other liquor. That's where we invented liquor pong. Instead of beer pong, we used all liquor. And
sweet.
I remember we went on a hike, or we literally on a hike. We just walked around the roads in the middle of the night, where there's mountain lions in this neighborhood too. And we went to the highway. We went to the highway that we drive up to on, and Ryan went out there and sat in the middle of the highway. Now, bear in mind, you could see the stretch of highway probably a good like 3/4 to a mile down the road, so you'd be able to see headlights. But for some reason, because we're so drunk, we're thinking like, "Oh my God, Ryan, get out of the road! You're gonna get hit by a car!" And
yeah,
we'd see a car coming,
and there's no one coming. But you know what? You do a lot of stupid stuff when we're drunk.
Yeah, a little bit.
But anyway, so I'm walking back. I get in the guy's truck, and he's all like, "So are you from here?" I think he was just. I remember he was old. And so I don't think anything would have happened. He was just like a nice old man, just, "Hey, you want to ride back?" I'm like, "Sure." I'm like, "That actually would be great." And I remember him asking me a couple of questions, like, "So are you from here?" I'm like, "No." I'm like, "I just go to school out in Arizona." And I'm like, I'm on vacation with my buddies. And he's like, "Oh, cool." He's like, "What are you guys doing?" I'm like, "Oh, we've just been kind of like drinking beer and just, playing airsoft." I'm like, "Do you know what that is?" And because he was an older guy, he's like, "Yeah, I know what airsoft is." I'm like, "Yeah, we're just
play it all the time."
I'm like, we're just kind of kicking it, like we're just, I said, I got a couple pranks on me. I remember I said something like that. And he's like, "Oh, what'd they do?" I'm like, "You don't want to know." And they're like, and so we were just shooting the shit. And he pulled up to Jason's car, and he's like, "All right, man." He's like, "Well, maybe I'll see you around sometime." I'm like, "All right, see you later." And I start walking up. I'm like, no, you won't. And
I just think it's like, I would be like the greatest prank. I didn't know that. I didn't even think about like we could all like went out with like ski masks and like watched you from the trees and jump you and scare you or something like that.
No, thank God you didn't. But then I got back, and then I remember, didn't you ask, like, "Hey, Fierce, how was it? How was it hanging out with those old people?" I was like, "Oh, man, it was great."
Yeah, party.
And I remember telling you, I remember saying, "Jason, you were so right." I'm like, why I didn't believe you. I'm like, baffles me. I'm like, he's like, yeah, man. He's like, I didn't want you wasting your time. I'm like, dude, I waste my time. He's like, did you at least get any food? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I made it worth my while. I'm like, I got a couple hamburgers and I got some beer, and I'm like, I was out of there. So yeah, good times. Good times.
So there is a cross-dressing Carrie show account.
Wow.
Pretty sure that's a troll account. And Johnny Moynihan, he's from Matt shows, I believe. He's here.
Yeah, I have subscribed. He's a pretty cool guy. Cool. Shout out to Johnny. Shout out to Jim Franks and Joey with the numbers and the cross-dressing Carrie. Right on.
Shout out to everybody on the chat.
Yes. So is now talking about movie props, since mine is the new Jason, is the bat your newest thing you've added to the collection, or has that been in the collection for quite a while?
No, I just got it for my birthday. One of my friends got it for me for my birthday.
Because I forgot to ask way back when, and I was like, oh, well.
Everybody seemed to love my Joker Batman mask I got right here.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I got that like in September last year. Like, I used it for a Halloween costume last year. I made actually my own original idea. I should do that for my cosplay, actually. That'd be a good idea.
See, Jason, we're more alike, than people think, because like Jason only collects one thing. Like, it's mostly Batman, and then you kind of like fill in the rest with other little things that you like. Mine's the same way. Like, mine is mainly filled of Ghostbuster stuff, like my little setup, like like whenever I sit there and do trailer reactions and stuff and whatever. It's mainly Ghostbusters, a little bit of horror, and a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of Ninja Turtles. But most of it is Ghostbusters, which when you showed me your setup for the first time, I was like, his setup blows mine out of the water and then some. Like, it's impressive, dude. It's awesome.
All I can say is when you do get your own place, get shelves. Lots of shelves.
I will. Like,
It's like IKEA shelving too. I got an IKEA. That's the best place to go. Like, I remember your vlog of you going to IKEA with Eric. That is the best place. That's where I go to get my shelves because they're super cheap and you don't need fancy shelves for this stuff.
Yeah. Eric just said fears. He goes, you would think like shelves would be expensive. I said, yeah. I said, dude. And I asked him, I said, are you just going to dedicate like, because Eric and Aaron, they don't have any kids yet or anything. And I don't know if they're planning on. So he's like, fears. He's like, technically, Aaron said you can have like the guest room and this other room. Because she initially gave Eric one room for his like nerd out room. And he's like, well, he said, well, we already have a guest room downstairs, I think. And so, yeah, he just dedicated one big room, and his is so impressive. So he's like, fears, I'm just going to go get like some cheap. Because I asked him, I said, dude, these shelves are going to cost you an arm and a leg. And he's like, no, fears. He's like, I'm just going to get wood shelves. And he literally went to IKEA, and it wasn't that much. And he even said the same thing, Jason. He goes, fears, all I can say is, he asked me, he's like, now, are you just going to have your nerd stuff in there, or are you going to have a desk set up? And I said, I didn't really think about it. And he goes, you may want to, like, when you get an apartment, have like a 3-bedroom or a 2-bedroom apartment, like in your bedroom, maybe put like your desk and like your computer in your bedroom, and then have your nerd room separate. I said, I may just, since it'll be me, because I've had apartments before, but never on my own. Yeah. So I said, maybe the first apartment, since it may be a little, I haven't decided, I haven't even looked. I said, maybe I'll just make the nerd room, and my office all in one, but we'll figure it out. But yeah, I'm going to get some shelves.
Nice.
But yeah, his is impressive, just like yours. And then actually yours, I think, is impressive more than Eric, because Eric just has it in a room. He doesn't have it going into the closet. You have it going into the closet, Jason, which is great.
Well, and you never seen even our pool room, our pool table. I nerded out. So I have an entire corner of that room dedicated to the Suicide Squad. All my Suicide, other than this bat, I just like this prop here for the.
So Amy is that cool that it leaves the nerd room and goes
for
into
the most part. Like
goes into other aspects of the apartment.
I would love to have because we got our TV mounted, wall mounted in there. I'd love to have 2 movie posters on the side. Like that's what it doesn't even have to be Batman one, just like movie themed movie posters, because I've collected movie posters over the years, and like.
Yeah,
some other stuff around. It's like I got like a Batman cookie jar in the kitchen. I got movie posters hung up in the garage.
That's awesome. Speaking of which, I love that. Look behind you, that clock. I love that clock.
That?
Yes, that clock.
Yeah, I got that.
So
I got
awesome,
that like an arcade or something like that. I got so much stuff in here. It actually goes down to the floor right here. You can't even see everything because I got so much stuff.
Well, Eric told me, he goes, fears. I can't wait until we fix up our basement. He's planning to like put carpet and stuff in the basement. He goes, that's what I'm going to turn. He goes, the room is just temporary. And I was like, oh yeah. I'm like, what plans do you got? He goes, oh dude, I'm going to make a man cave out of the basement. I was like, well, that actually makes a lot of sense, man, because you'll have a lot more room down there. He's like, yeah, I'm going to have a pool table down there. I'm going to have a comfy couch and a TV and all my nerd shit everywhere. And I'm like, dude, that'll be heaven, man.
That's the dream.
So one day, you know, whenever I get a house or whatever, you know, I'd love to have like a man cave like that. But yeah, right now, you know, whenever I do get an apartment, it'll be like a tiny little room with all my stuff in it. So yeah. The dude says, I stopped with movie posters and stuff after I graduated college. I have one up, but I mostly focus on real art now. Well, I do buy some art from the convention. I do buy some art sometimes from the convention. Like I bought last year, I bought a painting that somebody took a picture of the Echo One, and then from that picture, he hand painted it with like paint, and I had him frame it. So that'll be one of the.
This right here is art. I get this at Comic-Con.
What is it?
It's a Batman painting.
Wait, just pull it a little bit more that way. Oh, nice. That's cool. Now, did somebody paint that and then you put it in a frame?
Yeah. Well, actually, no. So the artist, he's been at Comic-Con. I didn't buy it from them at actually Comic-Con. I lied. I bought them at his shop. He had actually a store location. But then when I went to Comic-Con for the first time, he actually had a booth set there. I'm like, hey, I bought paintings from your store. And he actually remembered me because I just ranted about Batman for half an hour in his ear. So, of course, he didn't forget me from that. But, like, yeah, a lot of my paintings, I actually have several paintings here. I have, like, my favorite is my Two-Face one I got. It's like this one. So, it's the same size, but it's just of one half of Two-Face's face. And then I have another one of the other half of his face. So it's kind of two frames like this size framed next to each other.
Now, Jason, do you do it like me and only buy your art at Comic-Con? Because I've never bought any art like off of online or I've never went to like an art gallery. I've never went to an art gallery. Do you buy them just so
fancy art now?
Do you solely just buy your artwork and stuff like from Comic-Con? Because that's what I've done. I mean, you find some pretty good artwork.
No, because like, do you guys have Hobby Lobby out there?
We do. We have Hobby Lobby, and then like at the conventions, they have this thing called the artist alleyway, and you go down like an alleyway of Comic-Con, and it's just writers, you know.
But like the stores, like you have like the big building, the stores, Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, we have
They're
two
like
of
Michaels
those.
and like Joann's and stuff. They're kind of like that.
Yeah, we have two of those.
They sell a lot of actually like nerdy stuff there. Like they sell a lot of Batman, a lot of Marvel, DC stuff.
I didn't know that.
This is from there. Amy's parents bought this for me for Christmas, and I think I got a couple other, like this. Yeah, you can see this is from Hobby Lobby as well.
Okay, my brother actually goes there a lot. Hobby
Lobby is legit. I actually enjoy going there.
My brother goes there a lot because he loves like I know they sell a lot of like remote control cars there, and they have a lot of stuff for like train sets there and stuff. At least that's what they sell in our Hobby Lobby, and I didn't know they sell nerd stuff, so my brother would go more. Yeah. And one time he actually said, he goes, John, you would actually like Hobby Lobby. And it's not that I didn't believe my brother. I'm just like, dude, I'm not into like remote control cars and train sets and stuff like you are. I said, I'm more into like Ghostbusters and other nerdy things. He's like, well, they actually have a bunch of nerd stuff there. And I said, well, maybe one day I'll check it out. But I just never got around to it. But now that you said it's actual confirmed they have nerd stuff. Maybe I'll do a vlog and I'll go in there and check it out.
Dude, definitely. They're like, they probably be cool with it because they're all like usually super friendly in there. So they might be like, yeah, vlog us.
They'd be cool if I did a vlog in there? Okay, cool.
Probably.
But yeah, I bought all my art from Comic-Con, and I know I'm probably going to get hell for this, but it's mainly Ghostbusters and a little bit of horror stuff. But
I got nothing but a Batman room pretty much.
I'd say the coolest artwork that I've gotten recently is that Stay Puft cereal drawing that guy did. And then
that'll be cool to see.
I'll show it to you. It's gonna be good. And then probably last year when that guy's like, well, I've got two things. I've got a digital picture framed that someone took of the Echo One. I said, well, I've got tons of pictures of the Echo One. I said, do you have any like paintings? He's like, what I could do is like, if you pay me on Friday, I'll have it done by Sunday, and I'll take a picture that I've took of the Echo One, and I'll do a painting of it. And he goes, you won't be able to tell the difference. And I'm like, okay, cool. So he hand painted it. Like I remember I would come back to his booth like, hey man, how's it going? He's like, hey, well, you want to see some of it? It's halfway done. And so he had it like halfway done down the page. I'm like, so far so good, man. And he said, yep, I'll have it done Sunday afternoon. And I was like, sweet. I picked it up, and he only did it for about $30, so it was actually pretty reasonable. So
yeah. Horrible Harry is here.
I know, the legendary Horrible Harry. And someone said that Fears is going to have some of Randy's art on the wall. Oh, I will. I will have the very first cartoon picture of Fearsman on the wall, framed, and I'll have it signed by Randy. I swear to God.
Like it was last year's Comic-Con or the year before? Amy and I went to one of those booths, those cartoon drawing booths, and they drew us. And they're like, "Oh, what do you want?" Or me as Batman, and her as Mermaid from Little Mermaid.
Now, I always wanted to know this. Is Amy, since Amy is dating a nerd, is she nerdy about anything? Like, like what's her nerd thing? I'm just curious because you've told me about Amy, but I've never actually met Amy, and she seems wonderful. The stuff that you've told me, I can't wait to meet her since we're friends and stuff. Hopefully, whenever Fears gets a lady, they'll be buddy, you know.
Right.
But what's she nerdy about? I've never asked that question.
So she was as a kid, and then lately she's got back into Sailor Moon.
I don't even know. I don't even know what that is.
It's like an anime show. Like
okay.
Japanese, or I mean, it's not Japanese. It's like an anime type, like cartoon style. So she's gotten into that a lot more lately. But she's into she'll go to all the the nerdy movies with me. The Marvel and DC movies and stuff.
Now, does she go just for you, or is she actually nerdy and she loves that?
She likes them, most of them. Like she likes the Marvel movies more because they're more comedic. Like she's in action movies. Like she doesn't like horror movies, so I'm flying solo on that usually.
Yeah.
But yeah, for the most part,
well, that's typical with girls. Like, oh no, I get so scared. Cuddle with me. Like, I'm like, dude.
No, I know girls that like horror movies way more than I do out here. Like,
I know some girls in Missouri, but it's so predictable. I'm like, look, horror movies are not scary. I'm like, no matter how hard you run, they're just gonna pop out of around a building and just chop off your head and probably just suck the blood out or some shit. But they're
back off his back.
They're so predictable. Well, hell yeah. He
finished Cloverfield Paradox.
Horrible Harry, I agree with this. He says, Fears needs a nerdy girlfriend. Any single ladies in the chat, hit him up. Hell yeah.
Yakov says my drunk self gives it 100 out of 10. It must be that epic.
Wait, what? What is he rating?
So this is that Cloverfield movie, the sequel on Netflix that they posted. So.
See, and Yakov did a great quote for Fears. He's like, "Don't quote my sober, self, on that." I don't know how that got to be, because sometimes I think I started saying that, Jason, because I don't have a good memory. So I'd be like, "Well, don't quote me on it. I think this is what it is," and then it just kind of became my thing, and I was like, "Well, I'll rip on myself about that." And I don't know where the bits and pieces thing came from, but yeah. So so she's nerdy with the Marvel stuff and the anime. Anything else? Like, is she nerdy about Batman too? Does she like Batman?
Yeah, like she's kind of on like I remember Comic-Con a few times we've gone. We both dressed up in Batman gear together.
Like, what's like two more things that she's nerdy about? Because I've always wanted to know, and I kept forgetting.
Like nerdy stuff that she likes the same kind of stuff I do, but you mean like stuff that maybe I'm not into, but she likes that's nerdy? Or?
Yeah, because I always wanted to ask. I was like, you know what, Jason and me are both nerds, and he likes his thing, I like my thing, but I would always forget to ask, like, what's Amy nerdy about, or is she even a nerd?
If it's like the only thing that I'm not into that she's into, it's probably the Sailor Moon stuff. She's kind of nerdy about there's TV shows, but I don't call that being like nerdy about something. That's just a television show.
And then anything else?
No, we're pretty much the same thing on she's not as crazy as I am about like Batman, but she's a she's a fan of movies, likes watching them and stuff. So
that's cool. I didn't mean to put you on the spot. I was just curious because I was like, Fears, it's in your brain. Ask him now because I'll forget, because I've been wanting to ask you that question for a while.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've never even heard of Sailor Moon, but. Someone in the chat.
I've heard the name, but until we dated, and then I was like, oh yeah, that's.
Someone in the chat said that Sega is a big fan of Sailor Moon too. Well, there you go.
Yeah, I don't know. There's so many names with the word sailor. It's like Horrible Harry said, Sailor Mercury, or Sailor Jupiter, and I don't know.
So what's one of your favorite horror films? See, now I'm interviewing you.
All right.
Because you can't think of any questions.
I know. Let's retitle this right now. Fears interviews Jason, second part of it.
Well, you've even said that I'm a great interview. Other people have said it. It's just it comes natural. At least to me, it does.
I love the first Saw movie.
Oh yeah, that one's legendary.
Start to finish, it's great. Everything after that, I think it's just pish posh comparison.
Do you remember when you watched the first time and you never thought in a million years he would get up and say
Right.
like, you
That's
know,
why I loved it so much.
it was awesome.
I like The
And-
Strangers. Strangers is really good.
And that's based on a true story.
Which
you know
one,
that?
Strangers?
Yeah, The Strangers.
Oh yeah.
That's based on a true story. Like I don't
After
know.
that movie, I hate going to my cabin.
Yeah.
All I think about is like people showed up at my door in the middle of nowhere with freaking clown masks on. So
Well, see, in real life, that would never happen. Like I don't care what. I mean, it's sad that it was based on a true story, but those people must have not been, you know, like if that would have happened to me, they kept in the movie. They kept opening the doors. If somebody came to my door and said, "Is such and such there?" and had a mask on, I'd be like, "Okay, 911 immediately."
yeah.
You know, and then you just have a gun or a bat near you or something, you know. And if anyone, and I would just lock myself in a room and have it where there was one entry where they had to come in through a door, so then I could just run at them and beat the crap out of them with a bat or something. But they were like walking all around the house and stuff, and I'm like, don't walk around the house. Have the cell phone near you and have a weapon near you. You know what I'm trying to say? I think in real life, if that actually happened, people would be more smarter. I think they like dumbed the movie down or something.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, those people, you know, didn't survive in real life, you know, that they based it on, which is horrible.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying that those people aren't smart, but you know, you got to think.
The movie, it's you know, usually based on true events or based on actual story. Like
Yeah, so I don't know
word for
what
word. Like,
yeah,
this is the hallway
yeah.
they went down. This is so.
Yeah, I don't know what event it based off of, but like I remember I thought it was just a normal horror film, and then all of a sudden, like when I got the DVD, on the back of the DVD it says inspired by true events. I was like, oh, I didn't know this was inspired by true events. I'm like, oh, that's crazy. Of course, my favorite is the original 1978 Halloween.
Yeah.
That one scared the crap out of me.
Horrible hairy ass. What would you do if Pennywise showed up at your door?
I'd probably give him a red balloon and say, get the hell out of here. I'm trying to watch MacGyver.
He's like, wait. I'm supposed to give you the balloon.
Yeah, I'd be like, yeah, I'm one step ahead of you.
I start playing goofy songs. Have you seen those videos that they make fun of the scene where he dances? They play all these different songs.
Yeah, he's like doing this and like his feet are all going up like
there's
this.
Like YouTube videos that people took of just that clip of him dancing. They put all these like major like artist songs like over it. It's so funny.
I haven't seen that. Well, now I have to Google that before I go to bed. So what is it? Just it parody dance?
Just put like Pennywise dancing, and there's like 100 different types of videos.
Okay, I'll check it out. So, I don't even know why. I mean, I know a couple of reasons why Halloween's my favorite, but I remember the first time I watched it, I had never seen a horror film because my parents wouldn't allow me to watch horror films like when I was young. So I watched it in my teens, and I was over at my buddy's house, and he's like, "Hey, Fears," like that was the time like where I was still young and like, you know, where it was still cool to like spend the night at a buddy's house, you know, and play video games all night and watch movies. It's like, "Hey, Fears," he's like, "We had so much fun today. Like, you just want to keep it going and like spend the night?" I'm like, "I'll have to ask my parents if it's cool." So I called, and my mom's like, "Yeah, have fun." I was like, "All right." He's like, "Hey, Fears," and my friend thought he was such a badass. He's like, "Fears, my parents are asleep. I'm gonna crawl downstairs and like get into my dad's like movie stash, and we're gonna watch Halloween because I've never watched it." I'm like, "Oh, dude, do it. Yeah, let's break the rules. Let's get crazy, man." I remember watching it, and I think I was like 13 or 14. It scared the shit out of me. But, yeah. All right, Jason, come on. You got to think of some more questions for Fears. Come on.
I'm actually probably gonna wrap it up here because I got like
all right
9:30 my time, and I got like prep stuff for tomorrow for work. And
yeah, because it's 10:30 here. All right, well,
I'm an old man.
Tell you, I mean, I love my sleep too. I'll compromise. Think of two.
I get tired just hearing you say that you were up till 4 a.m. working on videos. I'm like, oh, that makes me sleepy just hearing that.
The thing was I went to the after party after the first day of Comic-Con. They always have two. They have two things. On Friday night is the big after party where people go ballistic. And then Saturday, what they do is they have like a little cocktail mixer. And then after the cocktail mixer on Saturday, they always have the costume contest like right after. So I stayed for all that. So the reason why the vlog didn't get done until 4 is the after party went from about I think 10 to about I think 1 or 2 in the morning, and then I got home around like 2. I got home around 2:30, and then I took a shower, started editing it, and then I finished right at 4 a.m. and I was like, all right, I wasn't like, you know, try and edit day, you know, I was trying to try and edit another thing for Fearsman. I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to bed. So yeah. I'll compromise with you. Think of 2 more questions, and then we'll end this.
Oh, you can't put me on the spot. This is my show. I had to call the rules.
Well, I was like, I was having so much.
We'll have a part 3. We'll just surpass your Sega Camp Gamer interviews and have part 86. So, I want to thank you for coming on.
Looking forward to part 2 of this. I appreciate it, buddy. So, well, thanks for coming on. Thanks for having me. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Sega 13 interview is coming soon. Hell yeah.
Lucky number 13. You should do on Friday the 13th. The next Friday the 13th. Interview him on number 13.
Either that, or I think it was Horrible Harry gave me the idea. Fears, you should dress up in your Sega costume while interviewing Sega. I was like, oh, I'm doing it.
That's a good idea.
So yeah, but no.
Don't even tell Sega when you do it. Like just as soon as he clicks the camera on,
just pop on.
Yeah, you just feel like,
do it.
Hi Sega, and you'd be like, it's Sega.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what? And he'll be like, what?
Dude, I think the reason why I like Sega so much is even though people give him crap, like he does his own thing, which I do my own thing, and I give him total credit. And he's always so positive when people aren't triggering him. He's just a really cool guy. Everybody loves Sega. Everybody wants him to succeed. So I just want to let the fans know I was not trolling him at all. And Sega said he would totally stick up for me. He said, Fears, if anyone says like, hey, he just made that video to troll you, it'd be like, Fears, I know that isn't the case. And I'm like, it isn't the case, Sega. I'm like, I think you're awesome. We're good buddies. I'm like, I'm trying to get you back up to 500 subs because I think it's so retarded that someone, like, I think he said his friend like signed him out of like his channel or whatever, and he couldn't get back in it. So I was like, well, Sega, I'm like, let's get you back to 500 subs. So, and plus I thought it would be, fun that I thought it would be fun, to do a tribute video for Sega. So nice. Hopefully it turns out really good. So yeah.
Cool. Well, look forward to that, guys. Like I said, all Fears' links are down below in the description.
Thank you so much for coming on. Thank you so much for having me.
Coming on the most must-see YouTube stream on YouTube. Oh, will be the most must-see YouTube stream.
Oh yeah.
YouTube.
Well, I mean, he's way better than me. So.
I mean, this camera, it's like beautiful. Like I'm like the freaking MMA holes over here soon.
Okay, last question. Why musty?
What?
You said the most. Is it
must?
Must.
M-U-S-T.
Oh, must see. I thought you said musty. I'm like, okay, what the hell? I'm like, what the hell does musty mean?
Out too much. Musty.
Yeah, I was like, what? Why musty?
Must, like the word must, M-U-S-T, and see, like I see you.
Because my next question was going to be, why is it musty? why is your stream musty? I got you.
Musty is a word.
See. Gotcha.
Most musty TV on YouTube.
Exactly.
Anyway, guys, thanks for watching again. Thanks for Fears coming on.
Thank you, guys.
Comes on. Once again, everybody, my name is Jason, and as always, crush the cash.
Crush.